actions. For peace of mind, please stow ship weapons well inside the docking bay. Unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation. Services at this starport are constantly being updated. Remember to visit every time you pass through the system. Greetings to all visitors. Please alight at your assigned pad, and thanks for choosing this facility. Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately.
Wolves, welcome back to the den. Another week has begun, and we are here on this Tuesday in December, the second week, obviously. So I hope you've all had a wonderful start to your December as we all close in towards the Christmas holidays. Well, we have got a new game running, and today, as you can see, is Elite Dangerous, and obviously we're running with the Odyssey module, which allows us to go planet side. Now, the theme of the stream is going to be centered around generating 1 billion credits, so that way, by the time Thursday comes around, I would be able to have completed my 22 billion credit target needed to purchase a Squadron Carrier for my squadron in-game, which is called Erebos. And we are going to be doing Exobiology today. So going to find exotic life forms in the black. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term in the black, that means going into uncharted territory, unsettled systems. And we will be looking to identify planets that have not yet been stepped on. So getting the very first footfall in existence of this game, which is centered around... sorry, I'm just getting distracted by this. Let me just turn that over. And we will be looking for planets that have not yet gotten first footfall for the history of the game. And Philip, good to see you in the chat. Welcome back. We have a new game, as you can see. I'm just quickly explaining what's happening today. So we'll be taking out the EBS Nostradamus, which is my Mandalay, my explorer ship, as we venture into the black, into the unknown, and into uncharted territory, generating 1 billion credits. Let's get started. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. So,
confirmed, Commander.
You occasionally might hear a voice, an AI voice, which is the ED co-pilot, or also known as ED.
We're docked at Houses Reach in Robigo.
So...
we're aboard Ebs Nostradamus, your Mandalay. The maximum jump range for this ship is 87.03 light years.
Let's take us into the world. We're currently in Houses Reach in the Robigo system, and we will be venturing to my last exploration spot in the last time I went out into the black. And that is... I need to find it. 4th of the 12th. Continue from here. It says Stratum. I don't think I was there on the very last time. Well, I don't remember being there for the very last stop. Maybe I did not save it. Ah, there it is. These ones. What did I save this one as? Zoko, hi Wolf, looking forward to you playing Elite. Thank you very much. I look forward to bringing you all Elite. It should be a lot of fun. I just need to decide on where we're going to go to look for, critically, the exobiology that we're on the hunt for. Now, I need to decide where. Now, I have mapped this region over here. I've actually been to the Statue of Liberty Nebula. I've been to all of these bookmarks as well. Let me just take this off. Nope. Yep. That is the center of the known galaxy. This galaxy is mapped 1 for 1, by the way, Wolves. Sagittarius A star, or Sag A, is the center of the known galaxy. And this here is Colonia, which is a settled system. And we have the main settled system. And in fact, we actually have the Sol planet, the solar system, Sol. I'm just trying to find it. There it is. This is us. Humans. This is where we actually are. Sol. And I have only been there briefly once before. There are a bunch of so many different systems in this game. There's superpowers, so you have the Alliance, the Federation, the Empire, and the Independent factions. And then you have the powers, so people, major faces within those superpowers that form the superpower, technically. And you have a bunch of people supporting different powers. Now, my faction, my squadron, supports Princess Aisling Duval, which is a Empire faction. But that is not our ultimate objective. Our ultimate objective is to work in the shadows. So for now, we are aligning ourselves with the Empire. Now, this is a very dense system, which I like, and it's 2,500 light years away. So this is how we're going to go ahead and do it, Wolves. What we're going to do is we're going to take a point about 2,500 light years, which is actually this is the perfect point to start with. IC 1396 sector UME B271. Let's take this point and let's. I just wish there was a copy paste button, but there isn't. And we are going to enter that into my into Spanch. Now, Spanch is a website that's going to help us identify systems that people have been in. And sometimes there's going to be planets where people have not actually fully explored. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to take this name, this planet, system. I'm going to write it down because I do not have the means to copy paste.
Control calling Zorkin Peterson, Quebec Juliet, November 04. Commander, hurry along.
So we've got
Traffic piling up.
I see 1396
We'll be out of here shortly.
sector UME B271, and that is going to be our focal point in our search. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my big screen, which you should now be able to see. Actually, let's do.
That partnership always felt one-sided. A lot of pilots are relieved. Sirius wasn't winning any popularity contests.
Now we wait to see if the assembly has a solid plan B.
Just making sure I got the right screen up. There it is. Okay, so there's a bunch of different ways in which you can find different life forms, and different life forms exist in different under different conditions. Now, the life form that we'll be searching for today is Tussock, and this particular type of Tussock will generate us 95 million credits on a first for full system. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter a system, a reference system, which for us is 1396 sector UME B271.
Roger that.
Lovely. So it has been visited. And we are going to hit search because this particular type of tussock exists in a thin sulfur dioxide atmosphere with a gravity of up to 0.27 Gs. We're going to search up to 150,000 light years from the parent star, the central star of the system. And it is also existing on a rocky body. These headphones are going to kill my ears. Jesus. Julian, how's it going? Good to see you. And we're going to go in a 25 results. Lovely. Okay, so we'll get started with this first system. That's how we're going to go. We just go down the list and look. That's pretty much all there is to it. And that's how you get on with this. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to enter this. Actually, I'm jumping ahead. We need to actually get there first. So I'm going to take the neutron plotter and I'm going to go from the Rubigo system to said system. My ship has a jump range of...
Sirius is out. Assembly pulled the trigger after all that debate.
Let's find out. It should be 80.35 light years. So we type that in. 80.35 light years. And we can hit calculate. And we basically just have a route that we need to stick to. So it's going to take 21 jumps to get there. We've already got Rubigo on the list because we're here. And we need to reach this first destination. So I'm now going to take us back to the game screen. And we are going to get underway and get to that system.
I really need to take a monster dump.
Here we go. So what we're doing is we're effectively doing something in the game called neutron chaining.
Setting course for
or
Sinify.
going down what's
Exit
called a
shaft
neutron highway.
D5-29.
So
We will
every
reach our
time
destination in 5 jumps.
every time we use a neutron star, we supercharge our frameshift drive, which allows us to jump from system to system. Julian, the interior of that ship is beautiful, is it not? It is a lovely ship, the Mandalay. We love it. I will bring up interior camera angles. Actually, let's do it now. Here we go. This is the interior of the ship. Stunning ship. And that's my commander right there, Commander Xerowolf. That's me in the ship. And the empty passenger seat. Okay, here we go, Wolves. First jump out of 21. It won't take long. Hope you are all having a wonderful afternoon so far.
Jumping to Red Bull at -15-6.
Let's go indeed.
The star coming up is scoopable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route.
So I've been playing this game for just over 600 hours now.
No
Approximately,
bodies
actually.
match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
And it is not that easy to pilot in this game, I have to say. It did take a while. This game does not hold your hand in any way, shape, or form. It can be very frustrating. But once you learn how the mechanics of the game work, it is such an amazing game. I've reached elite in combat, trade, and exobiology, and the penultimate rank to elite in explorer and mercenary. So my objective is to reach the quintuple elite, the full set of elites, and that would be really awesome. But my current primary objective is to collect that final billion on the 22 billion credit target that I've been working on for this Squadron Carrier. I can hear the AI now, that's so cool. Yeah, it's nice, huh? Right now, she's not saying anything of any value because we're currently going through a lot of systems that will have already been scanned. So basically, we'd just be wasting our time. Now, how on earth do you have enough fuel for all these jumps? I can hear you ask. Fantastic question. That bar on the bottom left where it says fuel, just above mass locked, that bar denotes how much fuel
Now
my ship
jumping to
has.
Simulate
And
236-42.
my ship does have a limited amount of fuel. But we
The
have...
star we are approaching is scoopable, as is the subsequent star in our route.
But my ship has a fuel scoop, meaning this type of star here is a fuel star.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
So I can scoop fuel from its source, from its energy source. And that is precisely what I'm doing, and you can see that my fuel bar is leveling up. So I never have to worry about fuel. You can even see when I set my frameshift drive, which is my jumping drive, to charge, you can see security level anarchy, meaning that there is no settlement in the system there, and fuel star primary, meaning that we can charge up, we can refuel the ship.
Now jumping to Simulate 12-9.
Also, generally, we have what's a D
The star we are
scanner.
approaching is scoopable, but the subsequent star in our route is
Honestly,
not.
still not sure what the D stands for. And a surface scanner. Now, the D scanner, its purpose is to... what
We're
we
now one
call-
jump from Sinufy, FC-S D5-29.
is to ping the system.
No bodies match your minimum
honk it.
bioscan value threshold, Commander.
So we honk the system, we identify how many bodies there are in the system, and then we can do a deep scan. But in this case, all these systems are already mapped, and we're not that interested right now. We're way too close to the settled systems to really even be considering any of these systems for exploration. Great feature, especially for exploration. You're about to find out exactly why. ED is going to become critical for us as we
This
land
star we are jumping
planetside.
to
She will
is a
tell us
neutron
exactly how far away we need to go to start collecting another sample. So here we are, our first neutron star of the
We
day,
have arrived
commanders.
at our target destination.
And this is what a
We
neutron
have a
star looks
places of
like.
interest entry for this system, filed under neutron stars.
So we need to set
No
now our new
bodies
jump,
match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
which I've got prepped and ready to go. And it's 282 light years away. Now my ship only typically does 80.
Setting course for Sinufy, IT-O
So we need to be real careful. This
System
is
is just
going
one
to
jump away.
damage our frameshift drive a little bit. So we need to go in for 5 seconds and charge up. Here we go. And go out.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive.
There we go. And it's really difficult to get out of it. It's first of all difficult to stay in and then difficult to get out. You basically just end up in almost like a tornado effect. So it allows us to jump much further than our ship's ability.
We're jumping to Sinufy, -7-3. This star we are jumping to is a neutron star.
So we're going to be hitting pretty much neutron star after neutron star for a while. Whoa!
We have
So
reached
our
our
neutron
target
star is
destination.
behind this fuel star
We have a
here.
places of interest entry for this system,
I believe this is
filed under
fuel,
neutron
yeah.
stars.
So we need to be
No
real
bodies
careful.
match your minimum bioscan value threshold,
Wait a
Commander.
minute, is this the neutron star? There's no way that this is the neutron star. Yeah, the neutron star's behind it. Wow, I've never seen that before. That is really cool. Okay, let's make sure that we've got the next destination plotted. Here it is.
Setting course for Red Gear, GH-M D7-4.
This is
System
a
is just one
crazy...
jump away.
You have to be on it, Wolves. You've got to be really on it, so you don't just suddenly go straight into a planet. So, nice and easy. Now, this is huge, as you can see. The jet cone from this neutron star is massive. But shorter. I find these ones the hardest. Okay, let's focus up.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating
There we go.
beyond safety limits. Frameshift
Jesus.
drive supercharged.
Always nerve-wracking, that big one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Commander Glass, you know that it's a 1-to-1 of the Milky Way. I do, Commander Glass. I do. I was just saying that to all of my viewers. That I'm a 600-hour commander here, so Triple Elite, I've got a little bit of experience with it, but it is very cool.
D7-4.
It's very cool. What's your experience in the game, Commander?
This star we are jumping to
What
is a
is your
neutron star.
main what is your main loop?
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
Yeah,
bodies
something
match
like
your
400
minimum
billion
bioscan
systems to
value
visit.
threshold.
I think they're up
Commander.
to 3% system. Yeah, it's crazy. Only 3% of the systems have been discovered. I love that. I love that. Isn't that an amazing statistic?
Setting course for Sinufi, CT-0 D7-15. We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
Here we go. Another neutron star jump. Walls.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Lovely. So after about 15 or so of these supercharged walls, we'll need to repair our frameshift drive. Fighting and trade. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. Trade was the first thing I elited. I'm obviously, I think we're all elite 5, but excuse me, elite 5 by this stage. And what kind of fighting do you like to do? Are you more of a
Jump initiated.
ship-on-ship combat, or are you
WC
ground combat? Which one do you
15-16.
prefer? Or both? Been playing on and off lately, but getting
This
back
next
into
star
it
is
just over
scoopable,
6,000
but the
hours.
subsequent star in our
Hours.
route is not.
Nice, so just 10 times more hours than me. That is fantastic.
We're now 1 jump from Sinufi, CT-0 D7-15. There are 2 bodies in this system which have biological
Do you do much
signals whose type
exploration,
has not been
Commander?
confirmed, Commander. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping complete.
Here we go, Wolves. We are
Frameshift drive
not too far now, I have to say, actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jumps to go. 11 jumps to go now. I like both ground, but we'll see how the new update for ground combat will go. Yep. I'm a mercenary rank of Deadeye, meaning I am 1 rank away from elite, but
The
I'm
star coming up is a
approximately
neutron star.
30 high difficulty combat zones away
This is the final stop in our
from
current route.
achieving elite in mercenary.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
I'm certainly looking to do that.
Setting course for
Most
Part
likely on
UX-L
Thursday, depending on how the
D7-1.
exploration goes
System
today.
is
Maybe
just 1
I
jump away.
get lucky and find... Whoops. Overcooked it. This happens, was when you don't focus, you overcook. But luckily nothing dangerous there.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating
That should be it.
beyond safety limits.
Yeah, there it is.
Frameshift drive
Perfect.
supercharged.
That's just generally a rule of thumb there, Wolves. As soon as you kind of reach that 5-second mark, roughly, that's when you want to be starting, just before the 5-second mark. When you're on 4 to 4.5 seconds, that's when you want to start pulling the ship out of the neutron cone. Yeah, let me see. Is the rank called Mercy? Yeah, it's Deadeye. I really enjoy the ground game. I have visited more than enough settlements
D7-1.
and done plenty of
The star coming up is a neutron star.
sabotage, or positive and not so positive
We have
actions
arrived
in
at our target
settlements.
destination.
Although usually that's
No bodies match
those
your minimum
settlements-
bioscan value threshold, Commander.
usually those settlements were occupied by evil people. Didn't get into exploring other than getting
Setting course for Sinufi,
Talon
JN-Q
and Farseer.
D6-5.
Oh, I see. But you
System
get
is
to
just
explore a
1
lot
jump
just by
away.
playing the game and going to CG's community goals, for those of you who are not aware of what CG means. The thing is, there's so much to exploration, and I think exploration is awesome especially if you are chasing exobiology like we are right now, which in my...
Operating beyond safety limits. Warning.
If you're not doing wing mining missions with others, which is basically a way to trade missions with other people and get some extra money, this is actually the most profitable way of generating credits. It's low cost, low danger, very, very unlikely something's going to happen unless you just lose focus and you crash into the planet and lose everything. But outside of that, it's fantastic if you know what you're doing.
Now jumping to Singapore.
Also, again, for those who are wondering what is Palin and Farseer, those are two engineers, so
The
people
star coming up is a
that
neutron star.
can improve the modules that you have on your ship, and we have a fully engineered Mandalay.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
So, we are not far
No
now,
bodies
Wolves.
match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Lovely, that's 2 jumps, which is...
Setting course for Pla Urk, FB-0 D6-23. We will reach our destination in
We
2
then,
jumps.
after this, have another approximately six-ish jumps. My faction has experience and mining, lol, going for their perks. Nice, yeah. We have Pilot Federation rank as our main, and then with our faction one, it's increased rewards.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond
3,
safety limits.
4, 5.
Frameshift
There it is.
drive
Perfect. That is the perfect jet cone boost, Wolves.
Frameshift drive charging.
We will be getting to our final stop very soon, actually. This is going a lot quicker than anticipated. We like that. We always like faster than anticipated. And again, we will be
We have
hunting
successfully
tussock
transitioned to witch
wolves.
space.
We will be hunting
Heading to Pla
tussock,
Urk
which is a
FB-PD5-6.
type of
This star and the next in our route aren't scoopable.
flora that is almost... It looks like a weed, like a grass.
We're now 1 jump from
Yeah, I
Pla
have been
Urk,
playing ED for over 10 years. That
FB-0
still gets me, yeah. Yeah, you know, when you
You
do
will have to
enough
supercharge here, or use
exobiology,
FSD injection to make the next jump of 194.28 light years.
you kind
No
of
bodies
like
match
get
your
used to
minimum bioscan value
planet
threshold,
side
Commander.
landing.
Warning.
1,
Frameshift drive
2,
operating
3,
beyond safety limits.
4, let's get out.
Frameshift drive
And
supercharged.
we're caught in the spiral of it, but we just about managed to get out. I think there's definitely a trick to learning your ship and learning a system for it.
Drive charging.
I know my Mandalay inside and out. I don't want to jinx myself for today's stream, but I know exactly what speed to enter at what stage, and I will rarely even scrape
Now jumping to Pla Urk FB-0
the floor
D6-23.
of the planet. So it's just about learning your system, and that's
This
how
next
you
star is
are
a
able
neutron
to
star.
fly more comfortably. I started playing January 2015. Wow, it's called a learning cliff.
have
This
arrived
game
at our
is
target
definitely a learning cliff. I was saying that as well
No
earlier. Is
bodies
that
match
there
your
is
minimum bioscan value threshold,
this
Commander.
game does not hold your hand at all. I think we're getting close to
Setting
the
course
stage
for
now.
IC 1396 sector VY-R
We
D4-34.
are
We will
now
reach our
just coming up to
destination in 4 jumps.
2000. Once we reach this system, IC 1396 sector Victor Yankee Romeo Delta 434, we will be 2,000 light years from where we started, Wolves. Quite the distance. But 2,000 light years I've found is usually enough to start really paying attention.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating
1,
beyond safety limits.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get out.
Frameshift
There it
drive
is.
supercharged.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, I've also done more than enough exobio to know the main vegetation that the main flora that I'm looking for. So when I go through the planets, as I will once we get to
We're
the
jumping to IC
third or the fourth stop
18-0.
here, once we get to the end of our jump system here, That's when I'm going to start,
The
you know, really
subsequent
paying
2
attention
stars
to each
are
system.
also scoopable. Commander Xerowolf.
By the way, Wolves, if you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button, smash that like button. Let's bring in more Wolves into the den. Let's grow the pack. If you haven't already, please do
We're now
subscribe.
3 jumps from IC
Goes a very long way
1396
in
sector,
our,
BY-R
in our
D4-34.
engagement.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold.
Share
Commander.
the stream. And also make sure to check out the links below in the description for the Discord, for the Instagram and TikTok links, and also, in case you were feeling so inclined, donation link. Let's keep going. We should have 3 more jumps in this sequence, and then after we reach this system, we have 2 jumps and we've arrived at our first planet. First system where we should have signs
Transition to
of
which space?
Tussock.
Heading to IC 1396 sector,
Commander Glass,
WY-R
it
D4-4.
holds your hand a little now with the beginner systems
star
when you
and the
start.
subsequent
We had
star are
nothing back in the
scoopable,
day.
so only
You
scoop
didn't
here
even
if you are
have
low
the
on fuel.
starting system. Jesus. So there wasn't even a permit to protect you in the starting system. That is
No bodies match
tragic.
your minimum bioscan value threshold. Commander.
Yeah, nowadays Wolves, when you start, especially for any of you even thinking about playing Elite, first of all, I thoroughly recommend it anyway. Definitely grab Odyssey with it. It's barely any increase, just a few pounds. It starts you off in a starter system. Obviously, that's where you start off.
Jumping
And
to
in that
IC
starter system,
1396 sector,
only
IGHSB
beginner players can
19-1.
enter. The moment that you leave the system, you lose the permit.
The star we are approaching
So,
is scoopable, but the
You
subsequent star
have
in our route is
basically
not.
pretty much safety from any experienced players, especially if you play on an open server. I am
We're
playing
now
on a
1
private
jump from
server, on my own
1396
server with,
sector, BY-R
with friends that
D4-34.
I invite.
No bodies match your minimum
And
bioscan
it
value
basically
threshold.
guarantees your safety from other players wanting to just ruin your day.
Frameshift drive charging.
So Wolves, we are now on the final jump of this sequence, and then after this sequence we have 2 jumps to go. And we've arrived.
We're jumping to IC 1396 sector, BY-R D4-34. This next star is a neutron star.
Elite's a very calming game. Very peaceful, very nice,
We have arrived
enjoyable.
at our target
And for
destination.
me and my
No bodies match your minimum
advanced
bioscan value
years
threshold.
as
Commander.
a gamer, it's exactly the kind of game that I appreciate. Back in the day, I used to love PvP games and games where you would play against other players. Now,
Setting
I can't
course
stand
for Elephant's trunk sector, EG-YE12.
I can't.
System is just 1 jump away.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond
Wolves,
safety
tell me about
limits.
what's your main games that you like to play these days. What are your interests in games? Are you PvPers? Are you PvEers? What genre do you like the most? I'm curious. So, penultimate jump, Wolves. Penultimate jump. We've almost arrived.
Jumping to Elephant's trunk sector, EG-YE12. This next star is a neutron star.
1 jump to go, and we begin our exobiology.
Commander, we have arrived at
Search.
the requested location.
Here it is. Look how far out we are,
There
Wolves.
are 11 bodies in this system which have biological
That's how
signals
far
whose
we've
type has
traveled,
not been
from
confirmed.
here to
Commander.
there. Boom. Yeah.
Setting course for IC 1396
Well, just finished
sector
the last
DR-M
caretaker.
D7-3.
Ah, yes, I
System
do
is just
remember.
1 jump away.
Well, I do remember
No
reading
bodies
about
match
that
your
game
minimum bioscan value threshold. Commander.
on Steam. It looked really nice. It's still in early access, if I'm not mistaken. How was it?
Drive operating beyond safety limits.
Ready? Damn. I did not finish jet cone boosting. It should just be a little tap and we're finished.
Warning,
There it is.
frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
It's a game where you start as a robot that will save humanity. Very relaxing. Yes, I do remember that. I love this type of game, exploration, Zoko.
Frameshift drive
Well,
charging.
this is very much then going to be the game for you. Let me know if you can hear the in-game audio well. If not, I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah. The last caretaker looks... It looked really nice.
MD7-3. This star we are heading to is scoopable.
Wolves, here we go. Let's find out if we get lucky on the first planet. It's just luck, really. These systems that we have listed are systems that have been visited. So it's just a case of whether they've been searched in depth or not. Let's see. Chances are... Well, it's just really how lucky we get. So, this is what we're going to do.
We have arrived at the requested location.
We're going to fully ping the system.
You have made 10 jet cone boosts.
17
Perhaps it is time
bodies.
to repair your FSD.
Okay, Edie's basically
No
saying from
bodies
all of
match your
that, we
minimum
need to check the
bioscan
FSD.
value
We're on
threshold.
92%.
Commander.
We're okay.
Scooping complete.
Okay, so let's go a little bit away from the central system, from the central star, and let's do a deep space scan. A filtered spectral analysis. So we're going to search through the vibration and the frequency of the bodies to identify each planet. Don't worry too much right now that I'm clicking in and out of it. I'm basically just identifying it, and I'm going to then look in the system map at
3
the details
geological
that we're
signals
interested in.
detected on body B2A.
This is where Edie comes in handy. She's going to tell me all the important planets to keep an eye on. That's everything around.
B6 has an
B.
atmosphere and is landable, but has already been discovered.
Yep, we're not surprised that it's already been discovered. That could be the one we're interested in.
4 biological
Also that one.
signals detected on body AB1E.
Biological is what we're interested in big time. That one.
AB1EE has an atmosphere and is landable, but has already been discovered.
And that's the system complete. Let's go ahead and open up the system
5
map.
biological signals detected on body
It's
AB1C.
especially open spaces, the universe being the ultimate. Yes, exactly. And here it is. Look,
AB1C,
this is the system.
another landable with atmosphere, but already discovered.
So, these planets, which have a circle around them, a full circle,
7
imply...
biological signals detected on body AB1B.
Okay, Edie, thank you. Imply that it has an atmosphere.
AB1B, another landable with atmosphere, but already discovered.
This semicircle crescent implies that it's landable. We need one with both. So we start with this one. Now, this system is carbon dioxide, rocky, 7 biological. We are looking for sulfur dioxide, which is here. And it has not been first foot forward, Wolves. Perfect. What a great way to start the stream. And it has 4 biological signals. This is perfect. I could not have asked for better luck. Not all the time will a system have landable and atmosphere that also has biological. This is a high metal content world. We're thinking stratum. But no biology on it? Okay, no problem. So we just go to this one, which is the sulfur dioxide. This is what we're hunting right here. So this is... I don't know how far away it is. Let's find out. 3.5 thousand LS. I'm guessing that means light seconds. So let's do a quick jump there. The trick is coming out just in time, which should be now. When you do enough of these, then you come out at the exact right time. Very lucky indeed, Zoko. Very lucky indeed. Let's see if we're just as lucky. I mean, I'm lucky in the sense that the first signs are positive. We need to identify if the conditions can be right for this life form. But it won't necessarily mean the life form exists. In this game, there are no aliens, so to speak. So you will get the first footfall too as well. I absolutely will, Commander Glass. I'll explain to you why in just a second. I'm just coming up to the assist planet now. I don't want to go face first into it. So here now, I stop the engines right there. I open up the surface scanner. It says 4 probes for efficiency.
It's so quiet way out here.
That's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. The trick is, I'm looking for the little white line to be at the bottom circle when I'm looking on the upper and lower aspects here. Bottom of the circle. Technically bottom of the circle. Closer aspect to the planet. Here, further aspect, further aspect. So now I map the entire planet in efficiency. We're not looking for bacterium. Receptor is very interesting for us. It's a good secondary. Frutexa and Tussock. There it is, wolves. Tussock. This is going to net us 95 million. Depending on the type of receptor, we might get a little bonus. This is great. So, usually, Tussock and receptor might be on the same spots, maybe not. So we'll start off by looking at the receptor. We'll go close to the planet, and we will hope that they're in the same spot. If not, we're just going to have to go, land, scan, go back up, and go back down. How do I know I'm first footfall? Because it just says first discovered. There is no first mapped, and there is no first footfall. You'll notice when we land that it will say first footfall bonus. And this is what we're looking for, wolves. We want to be we are going to be the first commanders ever in the history of the game to set foot on this particular planet. And fingers crossed, we will net ourselves a very nice amount of credits. Okay, so these patches, the blue patches, wolves, are the patches which contain receptor. Now we're going to watch out. We don't want to go super close. Here we go. We're just going to bring the angle up. Now, let's have a look. That's receptor and Tussock are both in the same region. This is perfect for us.
Surface temperature is minus 141 degrees Celsius.
Now,
gravity at the surface
I'm going
is
to
0.23
quickly
G.
see if that looks flat. Okay. It's flat enough, wolves. It's flat enough. Let's go right in the middle of it. And let's make sure we enter this atmosphere nicely. We don't want to hit it too hard, or otherwise we're going to have a bit of an issue. We're coming in from orbit. And we're heading through the planet's atmosphere into a glide cruise now, wolves. I thought it was more, but the Milky Way is around 0.06% discovered. Crazy. Crazy, wolves, isn't it? Here we go. We're now gliding towards the planet's surface. Now, we just got to keep an eye out. I'm waiting for 2 kilometers above the ground. I'm going max speed. And at 2 kilometers, I go down to just below, just at the bottom of the blue bar. And now, we should come to a perfect speed just above the ground. I'm looking for kind of a flat area to land. Maybe this area just up ahead. It's not the most ideal ground that we have, but it is what it is. And we come up to just about 50 meters above the ground. And we're going to get our automated landing computer to kick in.
It will be an incredible sight to behold.
Landing gear deployed.
Here we go, wolves. Let's prep our explorer
We have
suit,
touched down, Commander. Our first landing on this body.
which is right here. It's the Artemis suit. It gives us a few bonuses. Then we're going to prep our SRV. As soon as it loads, I just don't want to hear the clicks for about 500 years. This Scarab. And this is going to allow us to traverse ground much quicker. Let's see if we need to be in. There it is. In the back left corner, you can see our first life form for the day. It is Receptor. We just need to be careful with all these dips and divots. Receptor, we need to find between 150 meters apart from each other. Oh my gosh, wolves, we have found the best receptor. Wow, this receptor is worth 80 million wolves. This is the best secondary receptor. Before I scan it, you're going to see first footfall appear just on the top half of the screen. There it is. We are the very first to land.
First footfall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
The Caspian scares the crap out of me the first few times it lands on the surface. Yeah, I was thinking about the Caspian, but I'm not particularly... I think the Mandalay's got a much better landing signature. It can land tighter. So I'm sticking with the Mandalay for now. So here it is, wolves. Look at this. Look how awesome this looks. The receptor, I can't remember its we're about to find out what it's called exactly. Let's scan it. We need to find 3 instances of these. Thank you very much, Zoko. So, Delta
Congratulations, Commander.
Hedronics.
This looks like the first time we have found a mulberry receptor Delta Hedronics. Another entry for our codex. With this being on a first footfall body, that's worth around 81.01 million credits if you get a sample.
81.01 million credits, wolves. And this is not even the
Mulberry
one we're looking
receptor
for.
Delta
We're looking for
Hedronics has
Tussock.
not previously been recorded by Canon for this body, Commander. Perhaps run an EDNC client to broadcast this data.
And according to Edie...
That's the first sample of receptor Delta Hedronics collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 150 meters away.
According to Edie, will also be the very first
We're
in
now
Canon
at an appropriate distance to find
it.
a new colony of this species, Commander.
Okay, every now and then, we might fade to black like that, and the game will just casually just die on me, and in that case, we just restart it. Look how awesome this looks. Some of them are opened up, so they look
Second
like they're
receptor
dead.
Delta Hedronics sample collected.
And
One to go.
inside, this
Now
one's
move
still
another
red, so it looks like it's
150
still
meters
alive.
from here and find our last sample.
So we're just gonna hop up here, like this. There's some in the distance over there. And there's also some over there. So, it doesn't look to me like we're able to find Tussock at in this part. We were hoping we'd find Tussock alongside the receptor, which would make our lives basically a lot quicker, a lot easier to identify, you know, both
We're
at the same
now at
time.
an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species.
This is
Commander.
why I like Edie, you see? We're now at an appropriate distance to find another colony. I remember when I was playing this game initially without this AI assistant, you had to get out of your vehicle to just identify
Ship dismissed.
to identify if you were far enough. And then you'd have to scan like this. Oh, look, there's green here. There's green, meaning I can scan it. So now with Edie, I can just hear... Perfect. When landing, it slows down from FSD 3 kilometers above the ground, not 7 kilometers. Yeah, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I can control
Sample
it. It's
scan
just...
completed. Nice going, Commander Xerowolf.
What I care about is
There are
the
still
landing
3 unknown
profile.
species left to scan on this body, Commander.
I'm sure in the future I would not mind grabbing the Caspian. It's just that right now the Caspian is only available for... Oh, Tussock's over there. Okay. Well, I've just called my ship back to land. We'll... You know what? We'll search for the Tussock here. Yeah, so currently the Caspian, for those of you who are wondering what on earth we're talking about, is another ship that's actually just been released by the developers. And it did say green over here, did it not? The liars. Oh, okay, well, looks like we are just going to have to go to another region in this planet's surface. Caspian is the new Explorer, and it's got the best jump range of all the ships. It's only available for real money at the moment, and as far as I'm concerned, it is not worth... In my opinion, in my personal opinion, it is not worth the money at the moment. I will probably end up getting it in-game once it's released in-game. But for now, I'm happy with the Mandalay. Ah, hello Damien Theodore. Not gonna lie, Elite Dangerous looks way better than I expected. Well, welcome first of all to the den, and it is a pleasure to have you among the Wolfpack. Are you I'm guessing you are not an elite player. And by that I mean a person who plays Elite Dangerous. So Wolves, what am I doing? I can hear you asking. Why on earth are you leaving the planet? Well, I need to leave the planet so that I can go back into orbit and identify the spots where Tussock exists. That's what we're on the hunt for. Yes, it's the first time seeing this game. Well, I am honored to be the one showing you Elite Dangerous. I hope you stick around. I'll be happy to answer your questions. I'm a triple elite commander, so I've got elite rank in 3 of the 5, with the other 2 1 rank away. So any questions about the game, you are absolutely free to ask. Right now I am doing exploration and exobiology because I'm trying to get the last 1 billion credits so I can afford a Squadron Carrier. I like giving a little money to keep the doors open after playing the game so long. Yes, I mean, I was doing that. I did that a while ago. By the way, also, Wolves, I know I'm trying to talk and concentrate on the game at the same time. Here, what I'm looking for right now are these patches here. These teal patches on the ground. This teal patch implies that it is very concentrated amounts of Tussock. This is what we're looking for. And it's flat. So yeah, I did buy ARCs, which is in-game currency for this game, for customization options, and I had some ARCs left over for the Panther Clipper Mark II. So that is my trading ship. So I do still also contribute every now and then, but right now I just don't see the need for the Caspian, to be honest with you. Alright, we're looking for a nice flat patch to land on. I always thought it looks a little more arcadey. I am your 38th sub. Damien, thank you very much for subbing, and I really appreciate that. I just wish that I was notified of new subs in in my alerts, even though I've set them up. YouTube alerts and Streamlabs don't go very well hand in hand. So thank you very much for informing me, and let me be the first to welcome you as the 38th sub. Welcome to the Wolfpack, my friend. Am I on a flight sim? I am not on a flight sim. I don't have HOTAS. For those of you wondering what HOTAS is basically joysticks.
We have touched down, Commander.
I'm just on mouse and keyboard.
Our second landing on this
but
body.
I have friends who were on mouse and keyboard, who were on HOTAS, and even on VR. This game can be played in VR, and they said that the gameplay was just phenomenal. Yeah, if you have it, this is a perfectly optimized game for it. From what I heard from first-hand sources, second-hand sources, it would be. So now, Wolves, what we're looking for is vegetation of this type right here. This is the money maker here. Look at that. There it is. That's 95 million credits just staring at us, Wolves. Right here. There it is. This we need to go between 200 meters from sample to sample. HOTAS or HOSAS for you? What would you rather do? So, if I'm honest with you, Damien, I don't have either.
Commander. This looks like the first time we have found a yellow tussock
I
stigmasis.
also don't know what
Another
HOSAS
entry
is.
for our
I know
codex.
HOTAS, but I don't know
This being
HOSAS.
on a first footfall body, that's worth around 95.05 million credits if you get a sample.
We're going to go, I think, in that direction. So I wouldn't know.
A yellow tussock stigmasis
I would love to help you
on
on
this
that
body
question.
that has not been
I just
reported to
couldn't
back-end
tell you
systems.
which one to do.
That's the first sample of tussock stigmasis.
Look how much tussock there is
Commander.
everywhere now.
Find another colony
Is
at
this
least
200?
200 meters away.
Let's find out. Is she going to tell us? She will tell us.
We're at a suitable
Perfect.
distance to
This
take
is
the
why
next
I
sample.
love Edie, the co-pilot. But to be honest with you, this game is 100% playable with mouse and keyboard. I love it with mouse and keyboard. It also... I have so much control. Would I go up against other players? Definitely not.
Second tussock
I'm
stigmasis
just not that
sample
kind of player.
collected. 1 to go. Now move another 200 meters from here and find our last sample.
But you have... I'm very solid in ship-to-ship combat against the AI. So... just listening out. Are we far enough here? Yes, no? No? No.
We have moved far enough away.
Of course.
Now look for another sample.
That's bacterium on the floor, actually. I will show you, Wolves, when I get out. Yeah, we are absolutely... I mean, this is our first planet for Wolves. We have hit the money maker on this first planet. This has set the tone. So with this already, we are out of the 1 billion target for today. We are already... Let me pull up my stats. That's my ship coming in.
Commander. You completed the scans. Excellent. That sample will pay us a few credits when we cash it in.
We are now 176
There are still 2 unknown
million
species
credits
left to scan
down.
on this body. Commander Xerowolf.
This is the perfect start. Honestly, I could not have asked for a better start, Wolves, to the Exobiology day. So we board our ship and we get ready to go to the next planet. Hosas is sticks in both. I see. Sticks in both hands. You essentially make the left side stick 2, so you have more choice on how to use it rather than just a throttle. I see. So again, I'm not speaking from any form of experience. I wouldn't know. I've only ever done sim racing. I used to have a steering wheel, a Formula 1 steering wheel. I love Formula 1. If I were to answer it just from a person with no experience, this is very important. I want to set that out as the tone because it's a huge disclaimer. If I had the option, I would say if you had pedals as your throttle, then you could have your pitch, yaw, and roll on separate sticks. That would be, you'd have then the most plane of movement, most control possible. You also have another option of also having pedals and the pedals acting as your roll, meaning turning the ship around an axis. And then your throttle being your speed, and then your pitch and yaw with your right stick. If you're right-handed, of course. Those are both viable options. Me personally, you know, if I had the money and if I could just play around with it, I would definitely go with the most maneuverability. You know, it just sounds a lot of fun. If I'm looking at my commander here, you know, the commander is using the throttle on the left hand and the movement on the right hand, but, you know, that's just for visual purposes. I essentially got into Space Sims via Star Citizen, but I'm waiting for me to get a good PC to play it again, currently on a Mac until I can afford something good. Okay, so while give me a second to answer that.
Keep an eye out
Let me
for a
just
red
get the
giant
next
star, which
system
is much larger
ready
and
to
brighter than
go.
our sun. These stars are in the later stages of their life, and observing them can help us understand the fate of our own star in the distant future.
Star Citizen is a bogey word for me, I'm afraid. I used to play Star Citizen back in the day.
Setting course for IC 1396
In
sector HS
2022, November, December is when I started playing Star Citizen.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not going to talk on stream about my opinions of the practice, but I will say that I disagree with it. That's the most I'm going to say. Yeah, I became disillusioned with Star Citizen. I'm going to just say enough for the sake of what I'm saying in general. I became disillusioned with the way that Star Citizen operated. And one thing I got very frustrated with was the fact that I would put in hours of work on, let's say, hauling, moving commodities from A to B, and a bug would just suddenly explode my ship. Out of my hands, out of my control. It breaks my... I get very immersed in games. So much to the point where now I'm actually getting a D&D starter set for Christmas. I've just gotten really into it. It really broke my immersion. A lot. And I was looking for a game that... Oh, I need to check each system now. Hold on, I'm forgetting to play the game. Just give me a second, Moles. 15 bodies. Let's see if all 15 bodies have been scanned. They have. Okay. This person has found this planet, which has no this has biological life, but as you can see, someone's already been through here and mapped it and first foothold, so it's a waste of our time. This is Neon Ridge, which is also another system we will be interested in, Neon. But it most likely, because it's one biological, chances are it's got a gravity of higher than 0.27 Gs. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I started to look for a game that would have more, less bugs, less nonsense to deal with.
Successfully transitioned to which space? Heading to IC 1396
One that was more reliable, more
DM-MD7-10.
stable. And Elite was here. I mean, Elite is...
This star and the subsequent
everything
star
Star
are
Citizen
scoopable, so
wants
only
to be.
scoop here if you are
Now,
low
I
on
know
fuel.
you're going to say, but ship internals. Honestly, you don't notice it.
We're now one
You
jump
don't.
from IC 1396 sector HS-K D8-40.
Ship internals, cool. But when...
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value
you know what I
threshold,
mean?
Commander.
It's not a big deal. Hey, look, I'll give you ship internals right now. Look, there's the ship interior. The cockpit. I'm sitting in my chair. And then, if I had a passenger, the co-pilot, they'd be sitting in this chair. Happy. The ship has engineering. It's got full module breakdown. You have to specifically generate it yourself, by the way. I've managed to output power to 97% of the 100% usage. I've got different fire groups. I've got different ship items, inventory. I've got different elements, materials, encoded materials. I can synthesize fuels if I wanted. Consumables. I can have assets, goods, data all from the ground. System factions, reputation. You can explore. None of that Star Citizen has. And Star Citizen for me was just a massive empty promise, and that's kind of where it ended for me. And Elite is just everything Star Citizen wants to be and more. Again, I don't mean to discourage you from Star Citizen, but this is just me personally. Right, let me catch up in the chat. Commander Glass, both ED and Star Citizen came out about 2 months apart. Point proven. Humble Monk 9237 trying to buy a fleet carrier. I am not. I had a fleet carrier. I am trying to buy a Squadron Carrier, which is a little bit more expensive than a fleet carrier. For those of you who are wondering what the difference is, well, I have a squadron called Erebos, me and my friends, and I am saving up to buy one. Now, I have worked hard, and I'm currently on 21 billion credits. Now, Squadron Carrier has 26 billion credits with all of the modules installed, and I'm working towards 27 billion. Now, I'm selling my fleet carrier, which is going to give me just under 5 billion, so therefore my target is therefore 22 billion in pure cash. So, that's what I'm aiming for. I paid $45. Damien Theodore, I paid $45. They are releasing engineering update this December. Oh yeah, don't worry, I am not a die-hard fan. I hate their practices too. I like it only for one thing. It is the tech they are developing. Relax, I'm in the same boat ship with you. Don't worry, I'm not angry at all. I'm passionate. I wished that the project was better. And sure, they can release engineering, but I guarantee you right now, engineering is not going to be ready. They'll release it just like everything, and it'll be half-baked. They released a new system, Nyx, with basically nothing in it. So that's just my opinion, though. Humble Monk, how experienced are you? Tell me about your experiences in Elite. And Damien, I 100% recommend Elite. It is not going to be an easy experience.
Jumping to IC 1396 sector.
Every time I
HS-K
bring a
D8-40.
friend into Elite, there is that initial first
this
2
star we are
hours.
jumping to is scoopable.
And then there's the initial first 10 hours. You have to get over
We
that
have
hurdle.
reached our target destination.
You have to get over the
There
hurdle
are 4
yourself.
bodies
It is
in this
not
system
going to
which
be
have
easy.
biological
This
signals
game
whose type has
barely
not
holds
been
your
confirmed.
hand. You have to
Commander.
learn. I learn everything through YouTube
No bodies match
tutorials.
your minimum bioscan
I taught myself
value threshold.
everything.
Commander.
And then I learn how to fly. I learn how to do exobiology. I mean, this type of exobiology now, there is no tutorial for this type that I'm looking for. And we have found another one, wolves. 2 for 2 today. 2 for 2. This is unbelievable. Do we have any other random planets? We do have a couple more planets here. So this person, see, has been on the hunt for something else. 8 biological on a carbon dioxide. We know that there's nothing valuable on carbon dioxide. This planet means rocky. Now, rocky carbon dioxide, there's like one exobiology feature on there that is worth maybe 50 to 60 on the first footfall, which is chump change for us. It's not really what we're looking for. High metal content. Interesting. Interesting. 1 biological usually implies that it's just bacteria. We can still check, because ultimately no one bothered to check it, but chances are it's probably just going to be bacteria, and we're not interested in bacteria. Now, I have been to planets where people have mapped them, and for some weird reason, they just pass them up. But when it's just 1 biological, and someone's mapped it, then it tells me usually that it's just bacteria. So I'm not even going to bother with this planet. This planet, though, is the one that we are going for. Rocky and sulfur dioxide. 4 biological implies good times only, wolves. Good times only. And we are about to find out just now what I'm talking about. So 3,000 light seconds away. We're going to pull out just before the 1. And we're going to overshoot it, I think, a little bit this time around. That's okay. We're going to do my patented barrel roll maneuver to slow down the ship. Because I'm basically putting a lot of power in
A5A,
other thrusters.
another landable with atmosphere.
And we're trying to get it down
discovered.
6 seconds, and that's perfect there. Damien, yeah, for me, it's like whenever they do a stable release, I want to try it. I've given them $45. I consider it my contribution towards that dream. Absolutely, Damien. And, you know, far be it from me to tell you how much to spend on Star Citizen, but truthfully, that's all you should bother spending on it. Here we go. 4 probes, wolves. Let's find out. 1, 2. Why 4? Can I use more? Yes, I can. But I get an efficiency bonus for using 4. I will get some extra credits when I turn this into Universal Cartographics. Apart from that, I don't care for SC. Good on you, Damien. Welcome to a phenomenal space game.
4 biological signals detected on body A5A.
There's so much progression in this
Detecting
game,
4
it's amazing.
signals below for bacterium, receptor, frutexa, and tussock.
Oh, is that not music to your ears, wolves? Look at this. Receptor is here. Tussock is here. Oh, you know what I mean? Wolves, we are literally perfect today. So there is more receptor than tussock, so we will look for the tussock first this time. And what I like to try and do is I like to try and land on the sunny side of the planet. You can land on the dark side of the planet, nothing wrong with that, but it just becomes that much harder to identify in the dark. So I always recommend switching onto combat mode, so you turn off the analysis mode. And that way then you can see, okay, is the planet now rocky on this place? We're about to enter now orbit. Need to be careful with the speed at which we enter it.
Orbital flight engaged.
So we're looking for teal. I'm just commanders.
We're
Wolves,
approaching
I
body
will be
A5A.
checking
It is a rocky
momentarily.
body with gravity of 0.24 G
The
and a
chat.
surface temperature of minus 141 degrees Celsius.
Perfect, Wolves. Perfect. The receptor and tussock are both in this region. That is lovely. Is this flat? Somewhat. Okay, let's approach at a slightly steeper angle. Let's go a little bit quicker. I know how to throttle. We're now about to enter drop. And let's concentrate on the drop now. So, entering glide phase now, Wolves. So remember, we are waiting until 2 kilometers above the ground to decelerate. Now. So at this stage, we basically pull up just short of the ground. And we look briefly. Yeah, there it is. There's receptor to our left, as you can see it from up on high. But we're hoping that Tussock is also in the region. We're just going to analyze our landing feature. Yep, we're looking like a flat ground, and we can get it to land. Do we have aliens? Damien, we do not have aliens per se. Well, yes and no. We had a massive war with aliens called Thargoids.
We have touched
and
down.
that war
Commander,
ended
our first landing
last
on this
year
body.
when the final Thargoid Titan was destroyed. Will there be aliens again? I don't know. I don't know. That's something that we're all waiting to see. There was just recently a community event where there was a planet that had just been released from lockdown where a totally new alien flora appeared. And this flora was being examined by all the commanders. I myself also went to the site to scan it. And could this be the beginning of something? We'll find out. There are no aliens per se, there are just life forms like this. So, flora.
First foot 4
You are
has been
killing it,
recorded.
First Foot. Thank you very much.
Congratulations,
There's First
Commander.
Foot 4. So this basically increases our payout by 5 times. So this is a different type of receptor. I think this is... I can't remember which receptor this is called. Umbrux. I think this is the lowest paying one.
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found a mauve receptor Umbrux. Another entry for our codex. With this being on a first footfall body, that's worth around 64.67 million credits if you get a sample.
Okay, 64.67 is not the end of the world, but again, we're not here for
Nicely
receptor,
done.
we're here for
A mauve
Tussock, and this is
receptor
basically
Umbrux
just a
sample on this body
bonus for
that has
us.
not been reported to back-end systems.
So we're happy. Right. Want to explore the meteor
That's our
impact?
first sample
Apologies,
collected,
Damien, I
Commander.
didn't see that in
Now
time.
move at least 150 meters from
If
here
there
to
is no
find a
Tussock
different
here,
colony
sure.
to continue the collection.
I'll be right back.
We're now
You're
at an
running in the
appropriate
background.
distance to find a
Got to
new
attend a
colony of this
meeting real quick.
species.
No problem,
Commander.
Damien. I look forward to seeing you soon. Commander Glass, it is easier when you use the night vision on the SRV to see biology. If you're in the dark, yes.
Second
That's
receptor
why I just
Umbrux
better be in the
sample
light.
collected. 1 to go. Now move another
I
150
found it, so
meters
yeah.
from here
Damien,
and find our last
P.S. You
sample.
constantly narrating and talking with stream makes it very, very interesting. You're doing great. Keep it up. Please don't give up. You have the personality for this. Damien, your words are gold. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. It is actually my dream to become a voice actor. I have a voice acting channel called @StefanSoundsGood. I can show you guys a little sneak peek of that in a bit. Right now we're just concentrating
We
on
have
getting
moved
this by
far enough
Exobiology.
away. Now look for another sample.
But thank you for that. I just like to narrate to kind of help you guys understand what's going through my thought process. Maybe that'll help your gameplay, maybe it won't. But for me, it just kind of... I don't know, it just helps me. So Receptor, our secondary Exobiology, is now on its final scan, and we have netted that 60 million. That netting of that 60 million is not fully guaranteed, though. We have to turn it in, so we just basically cannot die.
Congratulations, Commander. You completed the scans. Oh, good job.
There's
that sample
Tussock.
will pay us a few credits when we cash it in.
So, when I launch a
There
ping...
are still 3 unknown species left to scan on this body, Commander.
Okay, thanks, Edie. When I launch a ping like this, blue means we've already scanned it. Green means we have not scanned it. It is a new species entirely, and that green is so small, meaning it's 100% Tussock. So, that is the moneymaker. That is, why am I constantly pulling Tussock stigmasis? Because I know that Tussock stigmasis spawns on this particular biome. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. Commander Glass. Thargoids are the living aliens, and we also have the Guardians, an old race that we have found ancient civilizations. I mean, honestly, well remembered, Commander Glass. The Guardians were so cool when I first discovered them. Guardians are very necessary to special blueprints. I'll speak
That's
about
our
that in a
first
sec.
sample collected, Commander. Now move at least 200 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
Okay, we have Tussock in that region, and I think we also have Tussock back there, so we're going to look for Tussock over there. Zoko moneybags. That's what I'm talking about. It's not new species, new genetic diversity. I'm not quite sure what exactly you mean on that one, Commander Glass. Do you mind just clarifying that for me? Are you correcting Edie, basically? Or is it something that I said?
We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
I know we just drove past some Tussock, but I don't want to get super close. We've got more than enough fuel, and we have a second SRV in backup. I think there's supposed to be some Tussock over here. Look how much receptor there is. That is awesome, isn't it, Wolves? Okay, Tussock is right in front of us. That's why you have to move 150 meters away. Yes, yes, I am aware of that, absolutely. So, Wolves, this is number 2 out of 3 for, as Commander Glass is correctly saying, genetic diversity.
Sample collected. 1 to go. Now move another 200 meters from here and find our last sample.
And then, Wolves, we're on to the next planet. But I don't even think we'll bother wasting any time with the other planets in this system. We'll just move on to the next system that's on the list. Yeah, the Guardians are really cool. Really cool. And you have to identify Guardian sites for unique blueprint modules. That's what is pretty much quintessential to any commander who's interested in developing their ships. The Guardian frameshift drive booster. That is arguably critical. You could play this game without any modifications or engineering, sure, 100%. But man, the Guardian frameshift drive booster just... I mean, that really just juices up your frameshift drive range, your jump range, big time. There we go. That should be a full collection. Let me just double check. I was not paying attention. It is a full collection. Lovely. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's get pulled up by the ship, and let's board, and let's get the next system on the list. Their tech is still around and kicking. I don't know if you narrated it. Okay. Yeah, it's really awesome. Guardian sites are something to behold. Even if you don't really want to go into any of the engineering and stuff, I totally get it. It is so cool to see a Guardian site.
Setting course for IC 1396 sector YA-U C17-0. We will reach our destination in 6 jumps.
So, 6 jumps to get to the next system. But we are now holding on to 336 million credits. So we're just over 1/3 of the way towards our 1 billion target goals. We are jumping out of the orbit using Super Cruise Overcharge.
Jumping to IC 1396 BP HSB 32-1. This star we are jumping to is scoopable, as are the subsequent 5 stars.
So the 6 jumps that we have are not without any... See, look, we've just arrived in a totally new system here. This is the first time anyone has ever seen this system, Wolves. We're the very first.
A new system discovery. Congratulations, Commander.
27 bodies, Wolves. Sometimes you get lucky. This is the first time. Let's see what we discover. Wolves, this is... What an exploration stream to be bringing to you. Here we go. Let's just concentrate now. Let's listen out for ED saying anything of value. This is going to be important, Liz. So we're listening for terraformable planets. We're listening...
B4 has an atmosphere and is landable.
And we're listening for biological.
One biological signal detected on body B3.
Okay.
B3 has an atmosphere and is landable.
So B3 is a place that we'll be interested in. Oops.
Nice job, Commander. B5 is landable with an atmosphere.
Okay, it's just B3 though, with biology so far. Geological doesn't matter.
2 geological signals detected on body B9.
Okay. Let's see what
Another
else we got.
landable with atmosphere. Body B9. B10 has an atmosphere and is landable.
Now we're just looking around for the signal. There it is. What's around A5? Probably nothing of value.
Two geological
Yeah.
signals detected on body A5A.
Okay. No luck so far, wolves. That's okay. I mean, we've gotten very lucky with what we've found so far, so I'm happy. 3 more bodies to go. And that is the system scanned. So this system was pretty empty. That's okay. But we're the very first to have come through here,
The
so
ship's
that's cool.
communication systems are operating as expected.
This is the one with
but I've
biology.
detected some interference in the subspace channels. I'll look into the issue and keep you updated.
The rest don't have any biology. Yeah, the rest don't have any biology. So this is the only one that could have any potential. It's high metal, and it's within the correct gravity for stratum. However, when it says 1 biology, usually it's dead. But for the sake of seeing on our very first discovered system today, like, we're actually the very first commanders in history to discover this system and map it. Why not? Let's just have a look. It's a long way away, 90,000 light seconds away. Let's just concentrate to pull out at the right time. We're just waiting for approximately 8. There it is. We pulled out quite early, but that's okay. Better earlier than later. Let's just do a little booster. Okay, and we're waiting for the gravity well to get removed, and then we go down to 6 seconds. There it is, and then we hit a 70% of throttle speed, which is the perfect deceleration speed. One of the theories is that the Thargoids killed off the Guardians, or at least ran them off. Really? That is an interesting theory. I have not
As
heard
we
of it.
travel deeper into the galaxy,
I
we
always
encounter
like
pulsar, a
homebrewed
highly magnetized
lore.
rotating star that
Zoko
emits beams
bingo
from radiation.
with the bullseye.
These pulsars can be observed from great
Commander
distances
Glass,
and
you
are fascinating
can look
subject for
in
study.
the systems here now in real life. A lot of them are like this, and as you move further away from the Earth, it's more guesstimations and what they think might be there. Yeah, I love this. Is, you know, one of the awesome things about Elite personally. I also have X4 foundations that I never really gave a chance, and I'm thinking maybe I will give it a go on stream properly sometime, but for now, I mean, Elite's always been my game. Look at this view, wolves. Look at this. Look, that's the sun star of this system, just glancing off of the edge. Beautiful. Let's see if it's bacterium or stratum. Which one is it good? I think it's bacterium.
Surface scanned by 50%.
One biological signal detected on body B3. Detecting 1 signals below. for
What on
stratum.
earth, wolves? Wolves, okay. Okay, my luck is never this good when I was playing on my own. Yeah, okay. So, we have just found Stratum, live on stream. In the first time this system's ever been discovered, this was crazy lucky. You can go to the center of the Milky Way galaxy, you'll find a very big black hole. Oh, cool, as in Sagittarius A star.
This one is a high metal content
I've not
body.
been there yet.
Gravity is 0.29 g.
That'll be
Surface temperature is minus 106 degrees Celsius.
That'll be maybe something I will plan to do down the line, but right now I'm just concentrating on the money and getting up to max elite ranks and everything. Okay, this looks good enough to me. Yeah, this looks flat enough, and the patches are good enough. It's nearly dark teal, which is ideal. We're coming in very hot. Oh, here's a meteor hole for you, by the way, if you're still around. Damien, that's what I was thinking. Commander Glass is very trippy. That is very definitely something I would probably want to do with the Caspian in the future. Here it is. Wolves, Stratum. I don't know how on earth we've been that lucky. I genuinely 100% would have thought it was going to be Bacterium. But Stratum, this is going to be specifically Stratum Tectonicas. And this is also another thing that's worth 95 million. There it is. Wow, red planet. This looks awesome, doesn't it, Wolves? Let's see if I can land on flatter ground. This game is so scenic, I have to say.
Landing gear deployed.
We have touched down, Commander. Our first landing on this body.
Oh, Wolves, I don't know what to tell you, but this is crazy today. As far as exobiology is going. I have spent an entire day scanning for exobiology over the past 2 weekends and barely finding anything. The fact that we have found so... Look how much stratum there is. It's crazy. Is nuts. I mean... Truthfully nuts. I'm very thankful. And it's not usually like this, so I'm just counting my blessings as long as they last. But here we are. Look at this. What a scenic shot, Wolves. Hold on. Let me... Oh?
First footfall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
There it is. Bacard San just subscribed. So I do have the notifications. That's great. I just need to turn the sound up. Bacard San 07 Commander. I am coming back from 57,000 light years out doing Exobio. Good times. That is a crazy distance. How many credits are you sitting on? And thank you so much for the sub, Bacard San. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of taking a cool photo. Hold on. Not a photo, but I just wanted to show you just how scenic. This is my commander's Exobio gear. Look at this. Beautiful, huh, Wolves? All of these stars, every single one of them, you can go to. Beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? Stunning. 07 all, Commander Glass. Bacard, San. I turn in daily on my fleet carrier. Made about 2.5 billion in the last week. I love that. I love it. What are you mostly hunting, Bacard, San? I'm guessing stratum. Here it is. Stratum Tectonicas.
That's our first sample collected, Commander. Now move at least 500 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
Wolves, I mean, perfect. Perfect. Awesome. And you took your fleet carrier out as well. Gosh.
Ship dismissed.
So, time to go. One thing I dislike about stratum is that it's 500 meters between each stratum sample. So we need to be on the lookout now. I think I saw stratum to the right.
1 minute. 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 1 min We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species.
Okay, there's some
Commander.
stratum over there. Wolves, if you haven't already, by the way, please do go ahead and leave a like on the stream. Smash that thumbs up button. Let me know that you're enjoying the stream and that you want to see more elite content. That was meant
Second
as
sample collected, Commander. Now move another 500 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Okay, Edie, I'm in the middle of something right now. Can you wait? That was obviously also meant referring to my elite level gameplay. Share with other friends that you think, hey, look, dude, you gotta grab this game. You know, here, look, if you need an insight into, check out Xerowolf stream. You know, let's all bandy together. Let's make the wolf pack big, and let's explore the galaxy together.
Far enough away. Now look for another
And also
sample.
subscribe, just like our friend here, Bakard-san, and also Damien from earlier. Thank you for your subscriptions. Check out the links below, by the way, for my Discord channel. I keep up to date with you guys all the time there. My Instagram and my TikTok, where right now I just don't have time to post shorts at the moment. I'm concentrating a lot on my voice acting channel for the shorts there. And also donations channel, in case any of you are feeling like you want to do that. Right. Another subscriber. I'm just waiting for it to appear on my screen. There it is. Commander Sonic Boom with the subscription. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Welcome, Commander, and welcome to the Wolf Pack. More elite content is always welcome. Thank you very much. Commander Glass, the one before. Do you remember the second Pitch Black movie with all the suns and rings? You can find planets like that too. I don't think I've seen that actually. 07 Commander Sonic Boom. 07 indeed. Bakard-san, geez, I meant five strats in one system. What? So, for those of you unfamiliar with the terminology that's being used, that is 5 planets with stratum like this in one system. That is incredibly fortuitous. 07 to you, Commander. 07, congratulations on that find. There we go, Stratum Tectonicas in the back pocket, Wolves. We are edging closer to our 22 billion target for the Squadron Carrier. We're nearly there.
The scans. Oh, good job. That sample will pay us a few credits when we cash it in.
And this on a system that was just
All
on the way
species of interest on this body
to our
have
next
now been
location.
scanned. Commander.
So very lucky indeed, Wolves. Very, very lucky indeed.
Preparing for your return, Commander.
This is I've told my ship's AI to land, so it was orbiting in the meantime when I told it to take off, and now it landed for me. So in case you're wondering, how on earth did your ship just land? This is how. Commanders who've just joined, let me know what's the main things that you do in Elite. And how much experience do you have? Both of you sound like you have absolute insane amounts of experience. So we continue on our jumping journey towards the next actual place that we're going to. 5 jumps away. Okay, here we go. The next system. The next system has a red dwarf star. I love red dwarf systems, Wolves. I love red dwarf systems. Red dwarf systems are usually very, very positive for signs of life. We like that. Okay, how much money have we collected so far?
Now jumping to IC-1396 sector, FP Chess B32-2.
We are currently sitting, Wolves.
Scanning now, Commander. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
We're sitting on 431
No bodies match your
million
minimum
credits.
bioscan value threshold, Commander.
So this system has already been discovered by someone else.
Fuel scooping.
23 bodies, but not every system that's been discovered is fully scanned. This is something that I've found, so I always double check. this definitely has been fully scanned. And there's 2 planets here worth looking at. Argon I'm not interested in on an icy, and Argon with bomb biological almost definitely does not have Fenticulua. So we continue. Bacard-san, I personally pretty much concentrate on Exobio with some pirate hunting when I get bored. Lovely, good to hear that, Bacard. Yes, Exobio is definitely a lot of fun. It's extremely satisfying and gratifying to see your name on the planet as the first football. That's something actually I'll show you. For those of you who are not familiar with the game, I will show you what it looks like to have your name permanently engraved into the game's history. Commander Sonic Boom, colonization and BGS.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold.
So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with colonization, there is a feature called colonization where you can actually colonize systems, which is really awesome. It's something that I would love to get into at some stage, but that is more of a long-term target rather than a short-term one, so I'm not really focusing on that right now. BGS, remind me what BGS stands for. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot quite pin it. Pirate hunting is a lot of fun. I love pirate hunting, especially in HazRes zone. So what HazRes means is hazardous resource extraction sites, and that is basically places where miners, people who are mining for materials, will be going for metals and whatnot. They will go to resource extraction sites, and there's different grades of resource extraction sites. This is another new system that's never been discovered before. How do I know? I'm looking at the radar.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold. Commander Xerowolf.
Unfortunately, there's just one body here. It is what it is. Anyway, as I was saying, hazardous resource zones, extraction sites, usually are absolutely packed to the brim with pirates, and this is great places that I love just going and just saying hello to a pirate who's just staring down my Federal Corvette. Background simulation, thank you very much for clarifying. BGS.
1396 sector ZV
yes, background simulation. So basically, BGS is influencing the background.
As is the
what does that mean?
Star, so only scoop here.
Different things. That's usually power play. That can be power play, but also you can influence it through your trade.
We're now one jump from IC 1396
how much you're trading,
sector,
whether you're helping a faction with wars. You know, all of these things are things you can do in Elite. It's great.
Commander.
The reason you find some systems with and without being discovered is because the way jumping works, whereas you jump past systems. Exactly. Yes, exactly. There's 2 different forms of jumping in this game. There's fastest route, and there is economical route. Now, I personally have a target. I'm specifically hunting one item, one form of life, and I don't really care going through system because that just takes too long. I'm specifically exobio hunting rather than exploration hunting. Yes, I have not reached elite in exploration. I'm about 60% of the way through the final rank, Pioneer. But I'm currently hunting the money. And once I've got the money for the fleet carrier, the Squadron Carrier, then I can go out and complete the exploration.
This star we are heading to is scoopable.
Bacard-san. Even on discovered systems, often no first footballs indicating no exobio either. Precisely. Here we go. This is a system, wolves, that I'm hunting for specifically Tussock.
Only one body
Let's find out if we're lucky for a 3rd time in a row.
Commander. Body IC 1396 sector.
We are not this time, and I am not surprised.
Around
Why?
19.01 million credits for scanning one of
because
3 species.
This commander,
Commander
Ika,
33.64 million credits
was the first to discover this system.
Species.
And this system only had 6 bodies in it. Now, this is one body with any kind of life, and I'm guessing Ika's thinking, Jesus, how long do I have to go until I find something? And they finally found something, and this is why we're not lucky on this one. So we go back to our list, and we are now on... Let's skip that one for now. Let's go on to the 5th planet. Just give me a second. Wolves. Let me enter this planet. And let's get ready, and I will check back with the chat in just a second.
Setting course for IC 1396 sector DO-N C21-3. We will reach our destination in 4 jumps.
Okay, Commander Sonic Boom. Background simulation. I'm helping my faction. Changing politics in my home system colonized by myself. I do a little bit of power play to unlock power play modules too. Awesome. Who is your power that you've aligned with? And is your faction a player faction?
IC 1396
Were you
sector
around at the
Dash
time when
SC
player factions
18-11.
could actually be created? That is awesome.
The subsequent 3 stars are also scoopable, Commander. We have 3 jumps left to go.
As far as your previous comment, Bakard, by the way,
bioscan value
I would say,
Commander.
yeah, it's very important to keep your eyes open on every system. Like, see, for example, this one has 15 bodies involved. So let's go ahead and just check if this commander who came through has scanned everything. They have. And there's nothing of interest here. And let's jump to the next one. We have 4 jumps in total, with that one being our first, so 3 jumps to go until we get to our 4th system. Always important to double check every system. I've been through systems which have been discovered, but commanders just jump straight through it, you know, so they just discover the star, the central star, the primary star. And oftentimes I've discovered practically the rest of the system. So, see, this one has 2 primary stars. I'm guessing it's just 2 stars, 2 bodies.
Commander.
3. Okay. So, we have 2 jumps to go. That's okay, we're not hunting exploration at the moment. It's not what we're doing at the moment. So, we're not super bothered. We just want to get to each side as quickly as possible. I need to find lunch. Good to find another elite streamer. Have fun and see you again soon. Bakard-san, first of all, I'd like to extend another thank you to subscribing. Thank you very much. A huge pleasure to have you in the den. Make sure you check out the Discord link and whatnot in the description below to keep in touch. Second of all, thank you very much for sharing your experience. And third, last but not least, have a wonderful lunch, Commander. And see you the next time. Commander Sonic Boom, 5,000 light years. Sol, you should find plenty of undiscovered systems. Yep, I mean, when I work on the discoveries, 100%, I'm not super concerned whatsoever. Elite in exploration, we're not that far, to be honest. Oh, see, perfect example, Wolves. So this has 4 bodies, and this system has 12 bodies. So the commander who went through the system originally did not fully scan it, and that is what we're going to do.
6 has an atmosphere and is landable.
Let's see if they've missed anything. I would honestly love this to be point in hand on why you should always scan every system you go through.
Another landable with atmosphere. Body 8.
Let's see, Rose. Let's see. Commander Glass, I'm about to get some sleep soon. It's just past 1 a.m. Oh gosh, wow. Okay, so because here in the UK it's only 5:15. So wow, so you must be 8 hours ahead. So I'm guessing you must be in the Australia area or New Zealand. That is awesome. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it, and a pleasure to have you, Commander Glass. I'm not sure if you've... this is in no way, shape, or form inviting you to subscribe, but I'm not sure if you have subscribed. If you have, thank you very much. If you haven't, no problem. Hopefully I can convince you to subscribe in the future. But thank you for joining us on stream. And with all of your insight, it's been a pleasure to have you on board with us too. All the very best, Commander Glass. Have a wonderful evening, and see you in the den at some stage too as well. Hope you find a sulfur dioxide with 2 bios. Good day to you too, Bakard-san. I'm in Hong Kong, but from New Zealand. Wow, okay, so I wasn't too far off then. Okay, so my my geography is not that bad, it seems. Okay, good. Commander Glass, thank you for sharing everything, and once again, a huge pleasure. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you in the next stream. I'll be back again on Thursday. For the rest of you, I'm still here, obviously, so don't go anywhere. We will still be running for about another...
after a massive star explodes. These remnants
half
are
an
incredibly
hour,
important
I'd
to our
say.
understanding of the
Maybe
universe's life cycle,
1 hour
and we should
tops.
take advantage of this opportunity to study.
Okay, Wolves. Well, we were unlucky in this system. We still have one more jump to go until the target system. And let's see if we find ourselves a dark side.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Jumping to IC 1396 sector due Chen C 21-3. Our next star is scoopable.
I have subscribed, but you didn't get the
Commander,
notification.
we have
Apologies.
arrived at the
Yeah, see,
requested
that's something that's
location.
really annoying me because I have set it up,
There are 8 bodies in this system
and
which
it's
have
not
biological
something that
signals whose
has
type has not been
clearly
confirmed.
been very
Commander.
effective. And maybe I just didn't get used to the
No
notification when
bodies
that
match
happened.
your
So I
minimum
apologize for
bioscan
missing that,
value
Commander
threshold.
Glass.
Commander
Thank you very
Xerowolf.
much for subscribing. I really appreciate it as well. 07, and hopefully see you in the den sometime too. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, my friend. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Have a good one, and hopefully you get a very nice rest. Alright, Wolves, here we go. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. We're not interested in any of those. Ammonia, carbon dioxide, sulfur, and argon. So this is the one we're interested in, and it has been given first footfall by Duncan Farrell. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're on to now number 5. This is pretty much, this is now, ironically, this is the perfect indication of exobiology. This is what it is. The initial start was crazy lucky. So that was no true
Setting course
indication
for IC 1396
of what it really is like. This is what it's really like. You'll search, you'll search, you'll search. It's nothing. You question your life choices. You wonder, why are you doing this? Why are you torturing yourself? Why not just go out and gamble? And then finally you come across something good.
Jumping to IC 1396 sector DY-OC 20-8. This next star is scoopable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route.
Commander Sonic Boom, anything first, football, scans, etc. is paid very well, especially Earth-like worlds. P.S. I'm an Explorer Elite 5 from Ireland. Salantia, if I've said it correctly, Sonic Boom.
IC 1396 sector
A pleasure to have an Irishman in the stream.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value
The Elite
threshold.
5 Explorer
Commander.
is phenomenal. Wow, you must have definitely been around the galaxy, sir. Thank you very much. I was definitely trying my best on that one. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I have got Elite 5 on trade. So as you can see, Elite 5 on trade, Elite on combat, almost Elite on Explorer, Elite on Exobio, halfway through approximately, and about a... that looks like a... the 7th of the way through the final final mercenary rank.
Heading to IC 1396 sector, Reedish HD 10-57.
And you achieved Elite 5 before the Caspian. That is hats off to you, sir. First football. So here's the thing. From a, I would call myself at this stage an expert in exobio. As an expert in exobio, for me personally, I'm not saying you're not, obviously. Personally, I like to min-max my exobio. For those of you wondering, what on earth is Zero saying right now? What on earth does min-max mean? 10 bodies, see, and this commander's not explored all 10. So we're going to do his or her job for them and finish the exploration. There's still 6 bodies that they haven't explored.
Another landable with atmosphere, but already discovered.
Just a second. I'll finish what I'm saying in just a second. 4 more bodies.
1 biological signal detected on body 3. Awesome. 3's terraformable. It's also landable with an atmosphere.
3 is terraformable. Wolves, this is from an exploration perspective, terraformable is... Oh, that is amazing, Wolves. We love terraformable planets. Here's 3. We're the first to discover it as well. Wolves, amazing. Oh my gosh. A terraformable planet that is a high metal content. This is worth credits. Oh, Wolves, phenomenal. So, honestly, I hate to say I'm never 100% certain what does what does terraformable mean, but if I had to hazard a guess, terraformable is a planet that can be manipulated for humans to live. The very best systems to find for exploration purposes are systems that are Earth-like. That's the number 1. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Sonic Boom. Earth-like is the number 1 to scan, especially first person to scan it. Like I'm the very first person to find this planet here. The second best is water terraformable.
Commander, the structural
and
integrity
water-based.
field generators are holding
And the
steady
third
at
best is
100%.
high metal content terraformable.
No need for concern.
Those payouts are lovely, in the millions, single digits, but for as an explorer, that's pretty much as big as you can get. So not every first footfall is a good first footfall. I usually just look for the first footfalls that are generally 16 million or above as a base payout. And obviously the big 3 for the 19 millions, which turn out to be times 5, 95. I am not great in Exo. Zoko bingo again. Correct about Terra is in a habitable zone. Exactly. So here now we have a terraformable planet which has 1 biological. To be honest with you, Wolves, I don't even think that this one's going to have stratum on it. If it is going to have anything, it's stratum because it's a high metal content world. 6 probes was my guess anyway. I was prepping for a 6 probe. If it had anything, it would have stratum of the big 3. But I'm pretty confident it's going to be bacteria this time. But I only came here because of the terraformable. Mapping a terraformable planet is really big.
One biological signal detected on body
Okay! Okay, it's stratum, Wolves. I have no idea. That is crazy good. Okay. Nuts. Nuts, Wolves. Wow. I am thoroughly surprised. This is not supposed to be this way, Wolves. This is supposed to be bacterium. I'm looking extremely lackluster with my knowledge in Exobio. But yeah, we're just very, very fortunate that a commander who came through this system for the first time did not fully scan it, which is, to be fair, laziness on their behalf, and we're just capitalizing on that laziness. We're looking for this lovely
Initiating orbital entry procedures
teal
for body 3.
that we're flying towards.
It is a high metal content body,
Dark blue
terraformable
here
with
suggests
gravity of 0.42 G
ED.
and a surface temperature of -14 degrees Celsius.
Lovely, -14 degrees, perfect. This dark blue suggests that it's here, neither here nor there, but this teal suggests it's there. And then you see those kind of darker patches of teal right there, where I'm staring at, like in the center of the screen. That means it's very much there. Wow, okay, this is terrible land in front of us. Can we maybe save the entry? We can, only just in time. I'm gonna just try and find slightly better land for us. Because this is really bad. The ground, actually, here is not super bad. Zoko with the glasses. I'm telling you right now, this is nuts. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we managed to save the landing big time. So here we go. Full speed. What was your exploring ship? I'm curious, Sonic. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it was the Anaconda.
The shields have taken some hits from space debris, but they are still holding at 90%. I suggest we take a few minutes to reinforce them.
Okay. So with this
Landing gear deployed.
With this sample of stratum that's going to be collected, we will be up to 525. Sometimes you just got to help the computer.
Commander, our first landing on this body.
We will be up to 525 million, which is just over the halfway mark for our goal.
Low gravity warning.
Okay, so I remember seeing a stratum coming down. Yep, there's a stratum just up here. Wow, this is a cool color stratum, Wolves. Look at that. So, first footfall confirmed. Lovely. And we have found stratum tectonicas,
Congratulations,
emeralds.
Commander.
Very cool, huh, Wolves?
That's
Wow.
our first sample collected, Commander. Now move at least 500
Awesome.
meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
Okay, let me send my ship away. Let me put it into orbit. And let's just drive straight. This is the most economizing system to save fuel on your SRV. I have 2 SRVs, but if you don't, this is the way to save it. Just drive in a straight line. And keep looking left and right. There we go. And then once Edie says...
We're now far enough away from the prior sample. Commander Xerowolf.
This, for those of you who have not played the game or have not played with third-party software, this is not, by the way, illegal by the game rules. This that I'm using is ED Copilot, a phenomenal
Second stratum
companion. I thoroughly
tectonicas sample
recommend it.
collected. 1 to go.
Huge
Now move
shout out
another
to Commander
500 meters from
Razafrag,
here
the
and find our last
commander
sample.
who developed it. Huge shout out. It's really good, and honestly, Exobio without it is a disaster to do. Another tip: always turn off your lights. The lights just change the visibility completely for the worse. Okay, there it is. There's our final sample.
We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species. Commander Xerowolf.
That is lovely news. Good to hear. And that way you save on fuel on your SRV, especially if you didn't bring material to generate fuel for your SRVs. You cannot refuel the SRV fuel using the fuel star, so gotta think ahead. Here we go, third and final sample. Once we re-enter the ship, I'm just gonna quickly go for a rapid toilet break after.
Congratulations, Commander. You completed the scans. Nice. That sample will pay us a few credits when we cash it in.
And then after the toilet break, I will continue.
Have now been scanned, Commander.
Usually I only stream for about 2 hours, Wolves, but
Copy that, Commander.
special
I'll maintain
circumstances
standby
like
status
today,
until you're aboard.
when I'm trying to generate this 1 billion target, why not do it with you guys in tow? So here we go. Let's board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to press. Alrighty, Wolves. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Quick toilet break. See you in 2 minutes.
I've just completed a routine inspection of the ship's power distribution system, and everything is functioning correctly. We have plenty of power to spare for all systems.
you might see a black hole surrounded by a glowing ring of hot gas. This is known as an accretion disk, and it's formed as the black hole sucks in matter from its surroundings.
Wolves, welcome back to the den. I am ready to keep going. Let's make our way over to our 5th planned system. After we had a very fortuitous midway stop.
Frameshift drive charging.
I hope you're all having a wonderful evening so far.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
Jumping to IC 1396 sector SC GB40-0. This star we are heading to is scoopable, as is the subsequent star in our route. We are now
New
one
system.
jump from IC 1396 sector TZ-G D10-15.
8 bodies.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold,
Let's see
Commander.
if we're lucky, Wolves.
A new system discovery. Congratulations, Commander.
Let's see how lucky we are. We're the very first commanders to find this system.
7 has an atmosphere and is landable.
No.
Another landable with atmosphere.
No.
Body 2.
Nope. Oh,
1
6
biological
is interesting.
signal and 2 geological signals detected on Body 6. Another landable with atmosphere. Body 6. Another landable with atmosphere. Body
So
1.
body 6 is the one that we want to look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see neon, but with a gravity of over 0.27, meaning it will not have the funiculua we're looking for. So, we move on.
Frameshift drive charging.
We reach our final stop here on the next one.
We have successfully transitioned to witch space. Heading to IC 1396 sector TZ-GD10-15.
For everyone wondering, why on earth does he touch his headphones so much?
The star coming up is scoopable.
Fantastic question. The reason is ultimately because they're very comfortable.
Commander, we have arrived at the
They're all
requested location.
the elastic strap here at the top
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
is no longer really existent, as you can see. The right headphone is practically broken. And the volume is not ideal. It's like either strong in one earphone or not. But we currently do not have the funds for a new set. So I'm just going to have to make do with it. Alright, there are a lot of potential planets here. Carbon dioxide, 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 sulfur dioxide. That's the one we're looking for, Wolves. And it has not been discovered. Perfect. Yes. We are back on track, Wolves. We're back on track. I'm not sure why my game is experiencing so much unsmoothness. It doesn't usually do this.
One 2C, another landable with atmosphere, but already discovered.
Zoko, woohoo, woohoo indeed.
1 2D, another landable with atmosphere, but already discovered.
So, for a fact, this planet will definitely have Tussock. The question now is, will it have Receptor as well? Typically, yes, Receptor and Tussock go hand in hand, which is another reason why it's an Exobio I love hunting down. Let's find out. 4 probes.
Everyone, we may soon see a pulsar in action. This is a highly magnetized, rotating neutron star that emits beams of electromagnetic radiation.
Let's see.
Surface scanned by 50.
Receptor and tussock.
3 biological signals detected
Protexus
on
doesn't
body
even
12D.
count, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, tussock is like barely here, so we're going to look for the tussock, and it's unfortunately going to be non-human signature. What on earth is that? A signal commonly associated with the presence of a non-human object. Caution is advised. Wolves. I have never seen this before. We have got to check this out. Oh my word. Okay. Let's find out what it is. Okay. Tussock obviously is our first priority. We're going to look for the tussock first. We're going to get that first footfall. I also need to show you, commanders, for those of you unfamiliar, what does first footfall look like on the game screen. When you have your own name on it, it is always awesome.
Initiating orbital entry procedures for Body 1 2D. Planet is of
We're
type
just
rocky
going to
body.
stay
Surface
in
temperature
orbit for the
is
time
minus
being. We're just combing
139 degrees
the planet.
Celsius. Gravity at the surface is 0.26 G.
Well, for a place that's supposed to have tussock, it is very difficult to see. It does have tussock, right? Oh.
Commander, we've completed the diagnostic on the propulsion system and it's fully operational.
Wolves, I cannot see this tussock signature to save my life. Meanwhile, Receptor's pretty much everywhere, but tussock, even though it's on the planet, it's either glitched or... I have a feeling that it's just glitched, because there's no way it's got it and then doesn't have it. Let's see if this non-human signature as well is... Oh, it's directly below us. It's pretty close to the Receptor. Yeah, there's a nice little patch of Receptor right next to it. So we'll go for that Receptor patch next to it. Oh, hold on. There is... Yeah, okay, it's not even there. I thought it might be in that meteor patch. No. Okay, interesting. So, there is a nice teal patch next to this non-human signature. Which we can go to. I think I'm coming in way too hot. Oof, okay, we just avoided it. That was close. Basically, otherwise I would have been whacked out of...
You might see a galaxy cluster, which is a...
I wouldn't have even been gliding. I would have just been emergency stopping. Okay, we are in pitch black. This is what I mean, Wolves. So we use night vision in this instance. So we need to be very, very careful now. Okay, I cannot see anything for the life of me. Maybe a little bit more forward. That looks stable here. Let's see what the computer thinks. Yeah. Strange that there is... It says tussock, but no tussock. Let's just hope that it's somewhere here. There we go.
We have touched down, Commander. Our first landing on this body.
Or we might just need to do a reset of the game. Sometimes it's just going to do that. Alright, night vision for...
Low gravity warning.
Whoa. Which... Oh, cool. Okay, so it's this tussock, which is the second best. There's this receptor, which is the second best receptor. So that's nice. Can't go wrong with that. Look at this. Beautiful, what was that?
First footfall has been recorded.
Our suit also
Congratulations,
has night vision capabilities because of our engineering.
That's our first sample collected, Commander. Now move at least 150 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
I'm very curious about this non-human signal, though. I have a feeling that that could be a Guardian site. I'm super curious. I'm super curious. I can't wait to see what it is. Okay. Let's be on the lookout. This is not great terrain.
We're now far enough away from the prior sample, Commander.
Yes, I saw it to the right, so I'm just checking around me. Yeah, tussock, it seems... I think I might just have been a bit unlucky... with the analysis scan. I think that the analysis scan is just not showing me what it should be showing me. Fantastic, because there's no way it can exist on a planet and then just not be anywhere.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 150 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Okay, let's bring up our night vision again.
We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
Just looking for that last sample now. We're also trying not to crash our SRV. This last batch is proving very challenging to find. Ah, perfect. Right next to us. So that'll be our third receptor collection. But no tussock, so we just need to find that. Maybe I'll just do a quick relog just to confirm. Before the relog, we'll quickly visit the non-human site.
Congratulations, Commander. You completed the scans. Awesome. That sample will pay us a few credits when we cash it in. There are still 2 unknown species left to scan on this body, Commander.
Well, let's just carefully drive back. So let's find out what that non-human signature is, Rolls.
Landing gear retracted.
we'll just travel like this to
Commander,
it.
I'm seeing some unusual power fluctuations in the
I don't
ship's
think
lighting
there's a
system.
need to leave
I'm
the...
investigating the issue and will let you know what I find.
We're only 1 minute, approximately, just over a minute to get to this signature, so we won't even bother entering orbit. Why do I always fly at an angle? Because it helps me see the ground. Alright, we are approaching now. Non-human signature. Well, something tells me I should get ready in some slightly more stronger gear. Thinking maybe my soldier gear would be a good start. Here it is. Let's find out, Wolves. What is this non-human signature? Go a little bit quiet because I just want to focus now. I don't want to lose all the money I've
thrusters
made
need
so
some
far.
repairs after our last maneuver. It will take a few hours to fix, but we'll get them back up to full strength.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to land just a little bit away from it. Just a little bit. Let's land here. And let's get a car the rest of the way. Peter, stop taking me closer.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh yeah, great, yeah. Just land me on the spot. That's a good idea. This auto dock is gonna end up getting me killed. So much for the plan, Wolves. I hate sometimes the onboard computer. Okay, that's good. Set it down, please. Thank you. Here we go, Wolves. Let's find out what this non-human signature is.
We have touched down, Commander. Our second landing on this
Stay
body.
focused.
Low gravity warning.
We're definitely gonna turn on combat mode for this. Just in case. What the hell? Sensor fragment? Why? Okay. So a sensor fragment is a really high value piece of equipment, as you can see. Tier 5 equipment, actually. There's 5 different tiers of equipment usually, and what we're doing is we're just scooping it up with our SRV. So that's another sensor fragment. We're trying not to drive over the other sensor fragments, but each one gives us 3. Now, what the hell is that?
Copy that, Commander. I'll maintain standby status until you're aboard.
I really want to see it. Just stay frosty here. What the hell's this, Wolves? Look at this. This almost looks like a Thargoid. But it's robotic. Wow. I'm not obviously aiming to shoot at it, I'm just aiming to zoom in so I can look at it a little bit. Wow. I have no idea what this is, Commanders. But it looks really awesome. It's pulsating, look. Can you see the pulsating blue? That's really cool. Awesome. That is really awesome. I wonder if we were to shoot at it. I'm not going to take that risk. I'm not taking that risk. Alright, so we're going to do a quick relog. Hopefully that should reset the tussock. Because that is extremely strange to have tussock on a planet and not see it. So, quick menu. And then another log.
Confirmed, Commander. We're in the IC-1396 sector TZ-G D10-15 system.
In this
Landed
region
on
of
body
space,
12D.
you might see a magnetar, a type of neutron star with an
We're
incredibly
aboard
strong
Eps
magnetic field.
Nostradamus, your
These
Mandalay.
objects are thought to be responsible for some
The
of the most
maximum
powerful
jump range
explosions
for
in the
this ship
universe.
is 87.03 light years.
Just a second, Wolves. Give me a second here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can locate that tussock.
Landing gear retracted.
Hopefully it's turning up on the scans now.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, let's just quickly bounce that into orbit, which we have successfully done now. Wow. Okay, it is just not showing up anywhere. So it exists,
Did you know that
but
there
it
are
doesn't
neutron stars
exist.
that
Got
rotate
it.
up to 700 times per
Maybe
second?
it'll exist on the other
That's
side?
fast enough to cause a lighthouse-like beam of light that we might be able to see in our journey.
It is a very big planet. Looking for blue anywhere, Commanders. Oops. Jesus. I don't want to waste too much time. looking for it. If we can't find it, we can't find it. But yeah, this is just unfortunate. I think it's must be a bug of some sort. What we'll do is we'll just do a quick luck, just to see if we get any kind of luck by landing roughly in the midpoint of these three. We'll kind of land just about there, and then we can quickly check the surrounding area. But usually it's in this kind of semi-rocky region, semi-flat region. So, and then this massive mountainous region. We'll just see if it's in one of those three biomes. If it is, fantastic. If it's not, just bad luck with the game, and that's okay. We just move on. Let's see if we luckily find tussock manually. I would stay in the ship, usually. Oh, is that... No, that's... I was going to say that we would be getting super lucky. Usually, I'd stay in the ship and look from the ship like we can see the receptor just below us there, directly. But it is significantly harder, practically impossible to see tussock from a ship. Because tussock is so tiny.
We have touched down.
What we'll
Commander,
do is we won't
our
waste
third
any
landing
time
on this body.
Getting a vehicle. First, we'll just pull out the exploration suit and we'll just go out on foot. Let's put out a pulse. Okay, not looking good from the outset. Okay. You know what? Let's not waste any further time. We were just unlucky with this one. It is what it is. So this one is D... So IC 1396 D1015. IC D1015. Okay, so we just move on to the next one then. It is what it is, wolves. Sometimes, you know, not everything's perfect in a game. So, we just gotta move on.
Setting course for IC 1396 GU-L C22-3. We will reach our destination in 4 jumps.
We checked enough, we were thorough, we did the best we could, but, you know, it just wasn't showing up. So, 4 jumps to the next system. Wolves, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you go ahead and leave a like if you haven't already. Share your stream to other friends who you're trying to convince to get the game.
Jumping to IC 1396
subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed today. It's such a pleasure to be streaming for you.
3 stars in our
We are
route.
not done. We are not done for our 1 billion search.
We have 3 jumps left to go. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
9 bodies. Let's see if the system has been fully scanned. It has not been. First footfall by somebody here, and that's almost definitely the good stuff on it. But not every single planet has been scanned. So we are going to check out what else there is.
3 biological signals detected on body 3. 3 has an atmosphere and is landable.
Yes, it is.
4 biological signals detected on body 2.
And that is why you always
2.
double
Another
check
landable with
wolves.
atmosphere, but already discovered.
Always.
System scan complete.
Because I know for a fact one of the planets has not been checked, which is this one. Oh, what? Oh, so the person who came through with this venom has just not turned in their exploration data, that's why. Otherwise, it would be mapped. Shame.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, currently, we are sitting on 600 million. We're 400 million short. With that, having picked up the assets on that planet, which we should have, we would have been just under, just about 300 million. But that's okay. It is what it is, boss.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping.
11 bodies, but almost definitely all the bodies have been found. Yes. Crispy
Fuel
has
scooping
already done
complete.
first football here. So, no time to waste.
Frameshift drive charging.
2 more jumps until our destination has been reached.
4, 3, 2.
Now jumping to IC-1396 sector WU-WB44-3. The star coming up is scoopable, as is the subsequent star in our route. We're now 1 jump from IC-1396 sector GU-LC22-3.
Fuel scooping. System scan.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Last but not least.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yellow, orange. Last K, so that's where the tussock seems to be. Yellow, orange.
4, 3, 2.
We're jumping to IC-1396 sector GU-LC22-3. This star we are jumping to is scoopable.
Let's see how we do on this one.
This is the final stop in our current route. There are 2 bodies in this system which have biological signals whose type has not been confirmed, Commander.
Sulfur dioxide, that's football. Okay. We are on GUL.
Only 1 body of interest for biosigns in this system, Commander. Body IC-1396 sector GULC22-3AB3E, around 19.01 million credits for scanning one of 2 species,
word,
or you
that
can
is
make
a
around
jump and a half we have to
31.95
go.
million credits for scanning all remaining unscanned species.
Frameshift drive charging.
10
Setting course for
jumps the next
IC-1396
location.
sector JH-V D2-10. We will reach our destination in 10 jumps.
The nature of the beast, Wolves. The nature of the beast.
Now jumping to IC-1396 sector at HPC-20-10. This star and the subsequent 9 stars are all scoopable.
Sorry if I don't talk sometimes. I'm just saving my throat. It is a little dry. Well, taking some time to load this system in, it seems.
passing through a nebula soon. This is a cloud of gas and dust that will be illuminated by nearby stars, giving off a beautiful glow.
Nothing I can say about this, honestly. Well, sometimes the game just takes about 500 years to load the next system, or it just crashes. Let's see which one it is. This is the downside of Elite. Very few downsides. Okay.
We have 9 jumps left to go. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
11 bodies in this system. That jump felt like we just jumped the entire distance of the galaxy. 11 bodies, let's find them. First of all, let's see if someone has checked them all. They have not. This is what I mean. A commander who's been through this start just to go through it. Let's see if we're lucky.
1 biological signal detected on body 2. 2 has an atmosphere and is landable.
Three more bodies to go. And last but not least.
System scan complete.
So 1 body of interest.
Commander Knight_Killercat is online.
Possible stratum here. Possible stratum. Let's see. This would be nice. Nice little mini redemption for not being given the tussock on a planet that should have had tussock.
Crew, the life support systems are all green. However, we need to check the CO2 scrubbers and replace any filters that are dirty.
Here we go. Let's find out. 6 probes.
Surface scanned by 50%.
There it is.
1
That's more
biological
likely.
signal detected on body 2.
Bacterium is what you're expecting to find. That's what I meant. Every single time I was not expecting to find it.
We will reach our destination in 82 jumps.
It should not be 9 jumps because I just did.
Targeting
another
IC
jump.
1396
Should be 8
sector
jumps.
JI-J D9-35.
Oh, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Strange.
Resuming our current route to IC 1396 sector JH-V D2-10, Commander Xerowolf. Jumping to IC 1396 sector GHJ D9-35. This next star is scoopable. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, 8 jumps to go.
jumping to IC 1396 sector VDHSB 33-1. The star coming up is scoopable.
Another system with 2 stars.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
13 bodies. And a system which the commander has just located too. Let's see what we have. Nothing of value.
2 biological signals detected on body A6. A6 has an atmosphere and is landable. 2 biological signals detected on body A5.
Wow. Okay, wolves.
A5 has an atmosphere and is landable.
A lot of potential.
2 biological signals detected on body A4.
Bodies here.
A4 has an atmosphere and is landable. 2 biological signals detected on body A7.
Side of the...
Another landable with atmosphere. Body A7.
Okay, wolves, there's a lot of biological signals here. Let's find out if we're lucky. Icy, argon, not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested. Damn it. Okay. There's nothing of any value on Argon worlds if they're icy, so we just move on.
Heading to IC 1396 sector LG-XB 30-0. The star coming up is scoopable.
I would ideally love to reach this 1 billion on stream live, but
no bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping.
we shall see how long I stream for. Yep, this has been fully
Fuel
done.
scooping complete.
That's nitrogen, nothing interesting there.
Frameshift drive charging.
6 jumps to go. I'm thinking I might stop on the 3-hour mark, whatever happens, wolves. So that'll be approximately 15 minutes left. I'm conscious of not saying anything, and my throat is absolutely killing me right now.
Transitioned to which space? Heading to IC 1396 sector YK to show
Let's call it
D6-29.
15 more minutes, wolves.
This star we are jumping to is scoopable. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
19 bodies. The commander has been diligent here, that's for sure, with no luck on this one. 5 jumps.
We're jumping to IC 1396 sector MF-JB24-1. Our next star is scoopable.
Okay.
No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
7 bodies here, with just 1 discovered. Let's see what the other 6 are all about. I don't usually like icy bodies, but the majority of worlds are icy. Icy, and last but not least,
System scan
icy.
complete.
Lovely.
Frameshift drive charging.
4 more jumps, wolves. 4 more jumps.
KD-IC10-4. This star we are jumping to is scoopable. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping.
21 bodies. Commander definitely did. Oh, did not do due diligence. Only 4 out of 21. 17 bodies left to. Well. That is a lot of bodies. Another icy body. Jesus. Rocky ice world. I'd appreciate just a rocky world instead. A gas giant is always cool to see. Icy bodies everywhere.
2 geological signals detected on Body 9A.
No one cares about geological signals.
2 geological signals detected on Body 9B.
You. No interesante in it. Okay, not looking good in any way, shape, or form. There it is.
System scan
Nope.
complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Bad RNG. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. This is how it usually goes, Wolves. It just so turns out that the first hour of the stream was an extremely lucky version.
Jump initiated. Heading to IC-1396 sector HD-XB16-1.
It is a very, very
Our next
lucky
stop is
version of
Exobiology.
Exobiology.
But I've
That's not
detected
at
some
all how it
unusual
usually goes.
energy
This is how it usually goes.
I'll investigate.
Nothing after nothing after nothing after nothing, and then
No
suddenly
bodies match your
something.
minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Soul destroying.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
2 more jumps. Fingers crossed.
Jump initiated. Heading to IC-1396 sector on -TD3-19. Resuming our current route to IC-1396 sector JH-V-DC-10, Commander. This star we are jumping to is scoopable. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold,
11 bodies.
Commander.
Fuel scooping complete.
Sulfur, but probably too high gravity. So I'm not even gonna bother checking.
Charging.
Jump initiated. Heading to IC-1396 sector JH-VD2-10. The star coming up is scoopable.
Alright, let's see if we're lucky.
We have reached our target destination. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
We are. Okay. Let's now pray, wolves, that this time round the game gives us what we're here to find, as opposed to teasing it and going, well, it's here, but actually it isn't. So I'm kind of hoping that this time round it's actually going to do what it says on the tin, and if it says Tussock is here, it's going to be there. let's find out, wolves. Remember, we are 400 million away, and that is technically 3 of these planets. Fingers crossed, this is going to be 1 of the 3. And that then we can
9C,
complete
another
our
landable
1
with
billion
atmosphere,
target
but already discovered.
in the space of
9B, another landable with atmosphere, but already
That'll be a
discovered.
nice little amount of money in 1 hour, in 3 hours to get 1 billion. Here we go, wolves. Let's find out. Four impact probes coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So receptor and tussock.
Surface scanned by 50%.
There it is.
4
tussock
biological signals
and
detected on
receptor.
body 9C.
Let's have tussock as our primary. That is great news. 1 of 3 planets down. Lovely. That looks somewhat flat over there. Let's double check.
Orbital flight engaged.
Now entering orbital cruise for body 9C. This one's a rocky body. Gravity is 0.23 g. Surface temperature is minus 141 degrees Celsius.
Commander, we've detected a slight fluctuation in the artificial gravity system. It could be a
I'm
minor issue,
trying
but I recommend we investigate
to
further.
find overlapping. Nope. Technically, if we can get on the border of this, we should technically be right on the overlap. I'm gonna try and position it. Here we go. Let's see if we can position it straight on the border of the biomes. That would be perfect. Okay, we have the perfect landing spot to be smack bang in the middle between 2 biomes. We're gonna have to land just a touch behind it. Right here would be ideal. So receptor should be to our right, and tussock should be to our left. That's how it should be. Let's see if we actually got that. No, it's
We
supposed
have
to be
touched
wolves.
down, Commander. Our first landing on this body.
No gravity warning.
Wow, I'm really wondering why the quality is so bad right now. Oh. Just gonna test something. Be right back. Okay, there's the tussock, which is really good news. So, wolves, we are back on track.
That's our first sample collected,
Lovely.
Commander.
Tussock
Now move
is
at least
back.
200 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
And receptor should be to the right.
First footfall has
Well,
been
let's
recorded.
finish the tussock first.
Congratulations, Commander.
Oh my, I've never ever had the connection this bad. I have no idea why it's this bad. Just have to do this manually because even Edie stopped communicating with me. There, in that distance over there. Should be just directly ahead.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
Okay, that's good. Here it is. Let's get this corner right here.
Second sample collected, Commander Xerowolf. Now move another 200 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
That's all. Ready?
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
And that'll be... No, that is not Tussock. That's bacteria. There it is.
Handbrake is on.
And then we go for a scepter. And that'll then be 6:30, the time I promised would be the end of the stream. Let's see if we can collect the receptor as well. And then basically I will complete the 1 billion off stream.
Sample scan completed.
We
Nice going,
will,
Commander.
with the receptor, be approximately 350. Let's see what I think this receptor would be basically about
3 unknown
350.
species left to find and identify on this body. Commander Xerowolf.
To go. The receptor should be on this side. Okay, for some strange reason, it's just tussock everywhere. Even though they don't technically spawn here. That much. The receptor should be spawning here. Strange. Well, looks like we're gonna have to just take our ship up a little bit. And go to a region that definitely is highly concentrated in receptor. Lovely. Let's go ahead and get back to the ship. Okay. Let's just collect that last bit of receptor. And then we will log off the stream.
Landing gear retracted.
So receptor should be on this side. Let me, just do let me see if I can do a manual search.
energetic events in the universe. They can last from a few milliseconds to several minutes and come from extremely distant galaxies.
Just skimming the surface. If we find receptor, we find receptor. If we don't find receptor, we go back up. And we come back down. But really, we should be finding receptor aplenty. Suddenly, it's just tussock everywhere. My thinking is... let's do a even faster trip. When you arrive in a region and the game classifies you as in that biome, it just spawns whatever's in that original biome that you arrived in. That's my thinking. So we're going to go back into orbital range, which is there. We're going to have receptor on the scanners. Let's see if we can find something fairly flat.
Keep an eye out for gravitational lenses, which occur when the gravity of a massive object, like a
Which is
galaxy,
definitely
bends the light from a more
in
distant
one of
object.
these two regions.
This can make the more distant object appear distorted or make
Yeah, we're going for that region right there. Keep it shallow for the time being, and then we're going to add nose right down as we get a little bit closer. Like now. Yeah, perfect. And now we should be seeing plenty of receptor. Yep, look at that. Huge field.
Landing gear deployed.
We have
Let's
touched
collect that
down,
receptor
Commander.
and
Our second landing on this body.
Log off. Which receptors are going to be to close out the stream? Let's find out. Okay, the second best receptor. We will take it. These globe ones. Umbra, I think it's
That's
called.
the first sample of receptor conjunctivus collected,
conjunctivus.
Commander. Now find another colony at least 150 meters away.
Conjunctivus will bring us in 71.5 million. Which would then take our total up to 700 and...
We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species,
64
Commander.
million for the 3 hours that we've been streaming. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Basically 3/4 of the way in 3 hours is nuts. And I will show you the first footfall bonus on
Second sample collected, Commander.
on the system
now
map
move another
before I
150
forget,
meters
once we
from
arrive
here
back on
and
the
look
ship.
for the third and final sample needed.
There it is.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
Lovely jubbly. Okay, wolves. And what a way to close out the stream. Receptor-Conductivus white. Why? Because the core is white. That's why. Well, wolves.
Sample scan completed. Nice going, Commander.
Let's head
2
back to the
unknown
ship.
species left to find and identify on this body, Commander.
Yeah, but we don't need to worry about those two because they're very, very low value. So no need for them. So let's board the ship. Let me show you that first football with our name on it. And we can start the outro. So wolves, with 3 hours on the clock completed, we have accrued 9 samples for an estimated value of 764,095,500 credits. Fantastic.
Number 1.
Very,
The
very good.
gravimetric
I
sensors are
will
indicating
off-stream
a slight
complete it,
deviation from expected readings.
however long it takes.
It could be a minor calibration
Hopefully
issue
not
or
much
something
longer.
more significant.
And we will have reached the target. And then on Thursday, it hopefully should be Squadron Carrier Day because my fleet carrier is getting decommissioned on the Thursday. And that'll bring in the last 4, just 5 billion roughly. And then we can purchase the Squadron Carrier live on stream. I look very forward to that. The system map is here. And as specifically said, there it is. There's our name, First Football. We are also the first to map it. But it won't show that until we turn in the exploration data. If some random person comes across, maps it, and turns in the exploration data before us, then they become the first to map it. But that's very low likelihood of happening. Wolves, there it is. Our name has been on multiple planets today. And it has been a pleasure. Let me just... It has been a pleasure to be streaming for you all today. Thank you so much to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. The Den is all the greater for it. For everyone who's joined the stream today, thank you so much. It's been so much fun streaming Elite for you, and I hope that you've all had a good time. Let me just quickly go to the main menu. I'll still be playing anyway, but just to have some nice music in the background while I turn the stream off.
See you soon, Commander.
I'm not leaving yet, Edie. Just chill. So, if you liked the stream wars, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. You know, show me that you're enjoying the Elite gameplay, and if you are, I will continue with it. Elite's always been one of my favorite games. I was thinking about maybe playing Elite or X4. Maybe I will play X4 down the line on stream. I never really properly went into it, so we'd be learning together. But for now, Elite's where it's at. I've got plenty of targets I need to hit in this game. So let me know. Give me that thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment in the stream video when it's uploaded afterwards. 2 seconds, Zoko. I'm seeing you comment. Make sure that you share the stream if you wanted to get some friends into Elite, and you know, hopefully you found me as a nice gateway to it. Share the stream with your friends, share the channel with your friends, check out my previous videos, and also go ahead and, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you know when I'm live. If you're not really got notifications on YouTube running, make sure you still subscribe though. It helps the channel a lot, more than you know. Everyone says it, but it's true. Go ahead and check out the description box below. I have links to my Discord channel. I have links to my Instagram and TikToks, where I don't have a lot of time right now to post shorts. I'm currently focusing a lot on my voice acting channel, which is at Stefan Sounds Good. I will just put the at Stefan Sounds Good in the there. Basically just search that in the search box and you'll come up with me, my voice acting channel. Go ahead and give that a look. Voice acting is basically what I'd love to do. That's my dream career, and streaming is gaming is my hobby. So, you know, check that out. Let me know what you think on that. And also there's a link for my donations page in case you felt like you wanted to just contribute a little bit towards the stream. But Wolves, it has been a real pleasure to be streaming for you as always. I had a wonderful day with you today. I look very forward to stream, bringing more action for you guys on Thursday, and this time it won't be Exobiology. Most likely it'll be ground combat. That'll be the next target to reach elite. So it'll be a lot of ground combat, a lot of fighting with weapons, and we'll be testing the new AI. Zorkov, fantastic. Had great fun watching you play Wolf. Thank you and see you next time indeed. Thank you very much to all of you who've been commenting. Like Zorkov, like Sonic Boom, like every single one of you in the chat. And to those of you who are just lurking, thanks to all of you. All your presence means a lot to me. And I look forward to bringing you more action on Thursday. Stay tuned, take care, and have a wonderful evening. This is Xerowolf. I'll see you back in the den soon.